Transition.
Emailed?
We're here.
Emailed or on Discord, Matt?
We're here?
We're here.
We're here.
We are live.
Transitioned into being here?
We are
Where are we?
miscellaneous. We are never rad,
Are we?
but somehow always rad.
I'm forever rad.
Forever red. Forever red. I wanna be forever red.
All right, we got our
gonna be
copyright
stuck in my
strike
head.
already.
Great, we got it out of the way, so we can just keep doing it, right?
I think we changed enough of that to
Demonetized.
be fair use, right?
We're
Oh,
gonna
absolutely not.
shout out everybody in the chat right now. We got It's Your Dad. We got Blathbandia. Somebody named
Yeah.
Loopy Warlock. Whoever the hell that
That
is.
fucking nerd.
We got Dog Lores here. We got Bubba. We got Bardic Geek. Hell yeah. We got people.
Welcome,
Yeah, Shular, hello.
you absolute
How's
badasses.
it going, Skylar? Thanks for hanging out.
Matt, this doesn't want to download for me. I'm sorry.
Well, okay, I'm gonna try to open a Google Doc. Everybody, wish me luck.
Yay.
So
You can DIY your own drum rolls at home, folks. I'll try it again, but I'm not going to make any promises.
all right, so Blath's loving your lipstick there, Kit, and loving Ryan's hair.
Yeah.
Implosive Raikou. I remember that name from last time. Let the ridiculousness commensurate. Okay.
Commensurate? Maybe?
Commence.
Let the
Matt, I was able to download it as
beginulate.
Word. Does that work for you?
Alright.
I don't know, probably.
Let me-
It'll have to.
Let me make sure that everybody in the Kakos Industries Discord knows that this is happening now.
I cannot see my Discord now.
By
That's great.
Yeah, your face is very frozen.
I'm not just tagging everyone. It's at motherfucking everyone.
Oh, okay.
Tight.
That doesn't work, so I have to just tag everyone. That's not
disappointing.
in the system.
Disappointed.
Change that tag.
Disappointed. All right. So this is exciting.
It's very exciting.
We got looks like 16 viewers right now.
Damn.
Yay.
I'm not even one of them right now. I don't have it open on my tablet.
Oh, wow.
Dang.
Look
Matt,
at
these
us.
should be on your way. They should be on their
Okay,
way.
I think
I'm a words.
Hello, Lexilily? Lexilily.
Lexi Lily?
Lexi Lily, sure. It's all one word. I don't know what to tell you. Oh, and we lost Matt. It's messing up my
Rest in peace,
my names
I'm
on the
still-
screen.
Always in our hearts.
still in the audio world.
I just
Oh God!
I tried so
Sometimes I
hard.
can still hear his voice.
Good
To
evening,
get
ladies and gentlemen,
these-
and welcome once again to the Matt Brayman Memorial Radio Hour.
Oh jeez.
Hello
Alright.
from beyond the grave.
Oh, he's among us now. Quick, does anybody have any
Alright.
questions for the ghostly apparition of Matt?
The rumors of my death were spot fucking on.
See if I can bang my
Matt,
microphone.
what's it like on the other
Pay
side?
respects.
It's pretty much like this side, but we still have Crystal Pepsi.
Oh, shit, yeah.
What?
That's great. I miss Crystal Pepsi.
The emojis people put when I tagged everybody in the streaming announcement are eyeball followed by the letters for Pong. I'm
What?
not sure why that happened. Okay. All right.
Lexi
Well,
Lily wants to know if the other side has tacos.
I think
We
it depends
do.
on which part
they're
of the other
inside
side you end
out.
up on.
Inside Out
Ah!
Tacos.
Is that a sandwich?
got,
Oh, God.
oop, we got a follower. That
Matt, did
didn't
those
show
go
up
through
on
for you?
screen, did it?
Hi, Doodle.
Well, I can't.
Who?
I emailed
I-
to you.
I can have exactly two things open at the same time.
Got it.
So
Well, there's your problem.
Yeah,
Mama
I-
Ginger has followed.
I
Welcome
tried
and
to
thank you.
Yeah. Thanks, Mama Ginger.
And also, Andranansa followed 21 hours ago. So
You gotta get in
also-
early.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There-
get in early, get in
Oh.
often.
Matt almost fully resurrected.
Almost.
Almost.
I'm down to 1 hit point here.
Ooh.
Come on,
Rest in peace,
computer.
Matt.
Oh, let me host the stream.
Oh, see, Bubba has explained it for us. You pinged, so they ponged.
Ah.
Oh,
Well, thank you,
that'll do
Bubba.
it.
Thank you for that.
We'll do it.
Let me make sure that I'm hosting the stream. Yeah. How do I share via? Nope, that doesn't do it. Do I have to-
remember how I set up my screens to be able to see everything at once?
Yeah, it's a difficult.
Oh,
I
we got
think we're
another.
getting a little bit Discord echo.
We got another. Oh no,
Or
it was just the
stream echo.
notification that I'm Stream Radius hosting with 1 viewers.
Ooh.
It's just if anybody clicks on my account, you know. Oh, we
Ah.
got Myrna in the chat. Myrna, I just
Yeah.
wrote your Ruin a Life drawing piece a little bit ago. We got Agnity in the chat. Our
Yeah, we know her.
lovely new editor, Agnity. I still have to post that episode. That should probably be my
Soon.
homework for when
Yeah.
when the
probably-
stream's
it's been
over to
like,
put.
It's been like a month.
Well, we were still working on some things for, you know, it's been like 2 weeks.
Coming soon, an episode.
Okay. Let's see. How do I get the
fuck?
notifications back on top of everything?
Oh
You
shit.
just do it.
Alert box. It needs to be on top of window capture.
I'll be
as
back.
Does the
Okay,
chat
bye.
box?
We
I
love you
think the
forever,
chat box
Matt.
has been showing up. Okay, though.
Oh,
there we
watched the
go.
chat pop out. Hang on.
Is that hosting? That could be bigger. Hold on. Transition. it over.
That's what she said.
Well, I mean, they can always be bigger. That doesn't
They
mean.
can.
That doesn't mean that.
Scientists spent so long trying to figure out if they could. They never stopped to
Think
wonder
if they should.
Oh, I love
Let's adjust this so it's right in the middle. 1 pixel at a time. Okay. Then make
you can
it
do
bigger.
the whole screen 1 pixel at a time.
as the
Yeah.
good Lord intended.
Oh,
We're
Indeed.
we're in
How's everybody
1080.
doing today?
We're in 1080p right now. I just want
got
you guys to know
1080ps.
that. Might
You
even
didn't
be
tell me
60
we were
frames.
going to be in HD. I would have put on my makeup. Jesus.
I put on makeup.
That's why I
Did
made
you?
an effort.
Yeah. So that I don't shine as much. I
Oh, we're
usually-
not
tutorial.
supposed to be shining.
Well,
'Cause I
no,
brought the
You're
stars.
fine.
Yeah,
You're-
we
you're
love.
okay.
I mean, the stars and the moon.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you don't have your own shine, store bought is fine.
Okay.
Ugh.
So we got Matt back. Matt, can we hear you?
Matt's back.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
I can.
Yeah, and I can read the chat now. So,
How was
shine on, you crazy Conrad.
Shine on.
how was
No
the,
more copyright strikes.
Oh no!
Alright,
How
we
was
got
the
our name
process
tags
of
back.
becoming once again corporeal?
It was all right.
Okay.
It was aight.
Oh snap!
Qua.
Oh, it's back. Oh man, this is gonna
Oh,
be
boy.
frustrating.
Buckle up. This is gonna be the night.
Come on, guys.
But I mean, don't buckle up too tight, just in case everything goes out of control, and then
Yeah.
spoiler alert, you might crash into the sun and die.
Yeah. So you want to be
So-
sure to be buckled just tight enough, but not too tight, so that you can bail at any moment.
Or if you have one of those emergency kits with a seatbelt cutter, you'll be fine.
You'll be fine.
I just want to say, so far, everything I have done to put this together is working flawlessly. With the exception of maybe the text on the screen, but whatever. I'll live
Well,
with
don't
it.
point it out.
You're gonna lose my face again for a moment here.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
I think.
I can also just relay to you, Matt, if anybody says anything about you. And we'll knock on wood. So, today we have another exciting program based off of, or the frame narrative. We've got, we'll get into the explanation of it, but it came from another sort of, not necessarily competitive, but collaborative writing sprint. We've also
I
got
thought
some.
it was competitive.
Yeah, that sounds like something a loser would say.
I cracked a
Pretty
rib.
sure it was 1v3 and I won.
I mean,
Hashtag permadeath.
I definitely.
Brianna,
come
you
here to make
absolutely did
friends.
win.
Hashtag permadeath. I definitely, I definitely named the most stars.
You sure? You sure?
What
and
kind
you
of
did a
metric?
Good job. You did
I mean,
a very good job.
I did so good. We've got some awesome advertisements coming up. We got some.
That's it. It's those
songs?
two things.
It's actually we've
got
got
a couple
two.
songs.
We've got
Oh, we do
two.
kind of.
Two writing sprints contributed to what we've got going on
Indeed we do.
today. So that's very exciting.
Sorry,
Mhm.
nothing. Nothing. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Viewing this in the print layout. We have this very fancy document today.
Yeah, I did a fucking great job on it.
Oh man,
did.
look at
It's
that!
true.
Look at that! I didn't
color
even
code?
see this color-coded
Yeah.
spreadsheet in here.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, it's very
Can I-
fancy.
Can
It's
I-
very- Pro.
There's two different versions for for whichever
Oh my God.
graphical display is more convenient.
That looks
Yeah.
like my third-party Dwarf Fortress manager.
It's called Dwarf Therapist, and you have to use it.
Wow.
You
What's
literally have
happening.
to.
Somehow this
you
conversation
literally
got
have
away
to
from
use
me.
it.
Yeah.
It's video games.
Yeah.
Oh, I've heard
Yeah.
of those.
Videos, James. Yeah.
Video games.
It's for videos,
Or video
James.
games.
No, for me. Yeah, that's how it
I think
goes.
the only thing you might find slightly interesting about Dwarf Fortress Kit is that it's the only procedurally generated, essentially randomly sort of generated game that can create compelling narratives in an emergent fashion because it's so complicated. It's
Got it.
essentially
I-
a simulator.
I know some people who would beg to differ with you. There's a
I
lot
mean,
of procedurally generated roguelikes that... Does it, like, actually write it for you, though?
Yeah, it does.
Oh,
in fact,
okay.
you can assign dwarves as like stone carvers, and they will carve the stories of the dwarves into the stones and the walls. And if your
What?
fortress dies,
That's very cool.
you can explore it you can explore the ruins of a previous fortress in a new game and actually read the engravings in the
Oh,
stones on the
that's super
walls.
cool.
that tell
That's
the
super
stories
cool.
Of the
Hell yeah.
dwarves. Who can enter a fugue state if their cat dies and like just starve to death. It's ridiculous.
Cats take over. Cats are such a problem in that game.
But you have
Cats
to be
are never
careful
a
with
problem. You take
No.
it back.
Listen, there's a thing called a tantrum spiral, and you can lose a whole fortress because a cat died.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
That sounds reasonable.
Understandable.
Yeah. Cats are never a problem, says everybody who's not thinking about all
Thank
the bird
you.
species.
Thank
we
you,
don't
It's
have
Your Dad.
anymore.
Thank you, Blathbandia. Thank you, Lexi Lily. Correct.
Cats.
I was gonna say someone in the chat says I should be Alex Trebek's replacement, and then I went, oh, that's my mom. Thanks, mom.
The same person asked me if I had a balanced meal before we got started.
Aw. Did
She's
you?
helping. Let's see. We're up to 21 viewers. We had 24 for a second. There are probably people who are wondering how a podcast could be tagged as permadeath.
Because if we die, we're dead forever.
if
Your
It's
mind
simple
makes it
math.
real.
Yeah, if one of us dies during this podcast, it will. I'm pretty
When
sure.
you die
I
in the
don't know.
podcast,
It starts.
you die in
it-
real life.
you know, the thing is, if one of us dies in the podcast, then it starts what's called. You might not have heard of this, but a tantrum spiral.
It starts a
And-
tantrum spiral.
Oh God, no. Also, I mean, a quick counter argument to cats are never the problem. The movie Cats.
Well,
Yeah, but
we
that's
don't,
not
we
Cats.
don't need to go there.
That
I
was
mean,
not Cat's fault at all.
I'm going to tell you.
That was
right
T.S.
now,
If
everything
anybody, that was
about
T.S.
Cats,
Eliot's fault.
Not just the movie. There are a lot of things that are T.S. Eliot's
Oh,
fault.
am I frozen?
I agree with that, actually.
But
Oh.
his name is an anagram of toilets, so.
Oh, thank
In a
you
just
for
universe,
giving-
it would be it would spell toilets backwards, but alas.
And
Only
and
toilets.
that is actually a fact from our MFA.
Use it not to agree.
That's what it buys you.
Oh, what's the tell me the story of the colonel becoming the colonel?
Oh,
yeah.
What happened?
So there are like patterns of sound changes that sort of are consistent across the various Romance languages. And the original word it came from was Coronello, I think, or something similar.
It's one of my
And
favorite candy
both,
bars.
Both versions of the word coexisted in English, like spelled with the R and spelled with the L, for a while. And they were like there was Colonel and Colonel, and they sort of coexisted for a while, and then just eventually, the one pronunciation but the other spelling became the standard. But if you look for like
because
if you
of
look for
course.
like the direct translation into like in Italian, it's still Coronello. But they have the same root, and just the R changed to an L in some languages, but not others. In English, they coexisted for a while, and then this is the part I don't know. Like the one spelling became standard, but people still pronounced it the other way.
Now, do you think the same thing that happened with lieutenant and
I
lieutenant?
don't know. I'm gonna look it up though.
I've wondered about that. Yeah.
I am gonna look it up though. 'Cause
I also
that's-
find it interesting
Yay,
that
Ryan's back.
the word
Hello.
that looks
I don't
like
know why I
drought
left.
is pronounced draft.
It's
We don't
because
know
you
why
started
you
talking
left
bad
either.
about some cats.
Is
Yeah,
that what
that's
it
what
was?
I
happens.
started the recording now.
Okay, cool. So now everybody be professional. Now it's time.
Oh,
Yes.
now. Oh,
It's like when the
lame.
principal walks into the classroom and you're just like,
Except it's looking weird. I think I might have done this wrong.
that's just my face, Conrad.
One more time. We're going to do it one more time. Multi-track. That's what I wanted.
Multi-track.
Okay. So now it's recording in the clean feed situation. Hopefully we won't
We are now extremely professional. and
run
well
out of
put
stuff. This
together.
is a much more
Yes.
powerful computer
Welcome,
than we were using in the
listeners.
past. So,
Oh, more powerful.
yes. Raw power.
I can feel
Hot?
it coursing through my headphones.
Hey, while we've got everybody working fairly well, should we start the script?
Yes.
Yeah,
No.
let's do it. Everybody hurry up.
Okay. All right.
Oh, right. We have to do the thing.
Yeah, we're
Um,
doing things.
We're doing things.
Maybe
who am I?
even stuff.
What?
Don't get
know.
ahead of yourself.
I'm just saying, it could happen.
You don't
Wanna
speak
make
for
sure
everybody.
I just want the possibility to be out there. We can decide if stuff is going to happen. I don't want to go into this without giving proper warning.
That's fair. Consent is
That's
key.
true.
Exactly.
One time I got ahead of myself from drinking Temperinkle tea. And
I remember that.
How did that go?
It
Did you
was-
have a conversation with past
Well,
you?
The I gotta say the view was great, but the arm wrestling was always a stalemate.
Wow.
I have no idea what I'm talking about.
I don't know either.
Time travel does that though.
Time
You know,
travel's weird.
it'll mess you up.
Don't do time travel,
Alrighty.
kids.
Not even
Not
once.
even twice.
Not even at least 2 times.
What do we want? Time travel. When do we want it? It's irrelevant.
All right.
Why is somebody
Ready?
texting me?
I
Conrad?
don't know. Conrad,
So
why are you
professional.
using your phone right now?
I propose a variation of that joke, Fox, which is time travel. What do we want?
When?
I like it.
Like it.
I get it. I get it. Are we frozen for anybody else or just my mom?
You look good on my
I
phone.
think I'm here. Finally.
Looks
Think we're
fine
all
here. I think mom's got a refresh. Oh, I need the
All
script
right.
open.
Good.
Conrad, come on!
Matt,
Totally
did this
unprofessional.
go through for you,
Chill.
by the
Oh
way?
my
Jesus.
god. Oh my god. All right.
Professionalism.
Conrad!
What was that, Kit?
Isn't this
the
your
script's
Can we
project?
do the thing?
Yes.
Not anymore.
Okay.
Conrad!
I divested myself.
Okay, cool. Well, then I'm taking over.
Okay.
All right.
I'll set you up with the web design
get ready for the sound cue, at
responsibilities
least.
and the
Would make you Captain Star Fox.
scheduling.
All right. Conrad,
Oh, I'm not gonna. Yeah,
Ooh.
that's what I've
Do
been
you
meaning
have-
to talk about. We're not going to be doing any of that anymore.
Scheduling.
No,
Fuck
definitely not.
yes. Things are just gonna
Everybody
happen when they
shows up
happen, and I'm here
at
for
random, and if,
Yeah.
if it's meant to be.
It's going to happen. Yeah.
Okay,
Exactly.
Conrad,
It's
do you
the
have the sound
secret.
effects queued up?
Right.
The dramatic cue?
Is,
Yes.
is it the dramatic
Oh wait,
cue?
no, it's
Well,
the,
No,
the
there's
like-
a.
credits
Can-
music is later.
Yeah, MFX
I'm
one,
talking about. Yeah.
which is they're both numbered MFX one, so that's good.
To be fair, up until literally now, up until
It
an
didn't
hour
matter.
ago,
That's right.
it didn't matter.
I just want to
Renumber
make
it as
sure
2.
my
MFX 0.1. Great job. Perfect.
Thank you.
I just
Love
want to
it.
make sure my beautiful music gets played.
They are
at the
now
appropriate
numbered
time.
It's
correctly.
going to.
My angel of
Fox, at your
Yes.
leisure.
Yeah.
Or who's reading stage directions?
Stage directions is Ryan.
Ryan.
Ryan, at your leisure.
Yes, yes. Hot Pod number 1. Music effects. Dramatic cue.
Welcome back to season 22 of Hot Yacht. I'm your host, Seraph Kerning. Let me try that again.
Oh, wow.
We're off to a great start. I should never have
Nice.
put myself in charge.
No, it's good. That's like great.
Whose idea was that?
Look at you.
It's just
You
the
are
line of
the king.
succession. It's how it goes.
Exactly. Welcome back to season 22 of Hot Yacht. I'm your host, Seraph Kerning, and this summer we're taking you back to the Hot Yacht Luxury Space Palace for all the action,
Sound effects. Breaking glass.
all the drama,
Sound effects. Person screaming, "Do you know who I am?"
and all the power-packed summer sizzle you know and love.
Sound effects. Supernova.
Welcome back to Hot Yacht, Hot Pod Edition.
Full-size luxury ship is in the spot. All the drama you can get is what we got. Got a full crew for you. Welcome to Hot
Pod.
It's everything I would have dreamed of.
Oh, God. Incredible.
Okay, that was the only clicking I needed to do this for a little while.
We did it, y'all.
Yay!
It's great.
Good
We
shit.
can all go home.
All right.
Here we go. Previously on Hot Pod, the season 22 Hot Yacht Luxury Space Palace collided with the sun while executing a classic ratings enhancement slingshot maneuver, leaving the surviving cast, crew, and drama instigator bots to finish out the season aboard B-Deck Escape Pod 6. Now the Podtestants have come to terms with their new living arrangements.
Music effects. Confessionals music cue.
What's up? I'm Thad. I don't mean to brag, but I'm gelatinous. I like to party. It's kind of my thing. Some people call me a bad boy, but deep down I'm just a fun-loving translucent cube with a great sense of humor. I originally auditioned for Hot Pod on a dare from my boy Crondles, but now that the ship crashed into the sun and all our friends and family are dead, I think this might be a fun opportunity to make some new friends. I'm kind of an alpha, but at the end of the day, it's all in good fun. I guess you could say I'm a practical joker. Like, one time in college, I did this hilarious prank where I took all my roommates' clothes and books and stuff, and I dissolved everything in acid, and when he came home, I was like, "What's up, bro, migo?" Hilarious, right? I don't mean to brag, but I have, like, a ton of cool catchphrases. It's kind of my thing. I don't even need a monthly subscription service. I just come up with them. Like, check this out. You thinking what I'm stinking? Boom. Catchphrase. You can have that. Don't use it, though, because it's mine. But, like, yeah. Anyway, I'm stoked to be here. We got food, drinks. I saw some alcohol in the first aid kit. So it's legit party time. I don't mean to brag, but I can absorb, like, a ton of food and alcohol. Doesn't even faze me. It's kind of my thing. So, like, yeah, let's rage!
When the alarm sounded, I went immediately to the first class escape pod bay and boarded, but something must have gone wrong because somehow I ended up here. One of the staff must have plugged something in wrong. The pork simply cannot manage even the simplest of tasks, can they? Anyway, I've been temporarily uploaded into the computing system for this escape pod, which hardly seems like a first-class accommodation to me, by the way. I will be talking to the executive producers about that. You can be certain we are old friends. And my luggage was left behind on the ship. The audacity! Do you know who I am? I say, you there, production, whatever you are. When are you going to do something about returning me to my rightful body? My attorneys are going to be speaking to your network flunkies. Just as soon as I get back to corporeal form, you can believe that.
The Contessa doesn't know it, but her physical body was destroyed in the collision between the Hot Yacht Luxury Space Palace. Excuse me. The contestant doesn't know it, but her physical body was destroyed in the collision when the Hot Yacht Luxury Space Palace crashed into the sun. How will she react when she learns she's going to be an escape pod AI forever?
Dun dun dun.
Commercial break.
Hot pod.
Hi, I'm Gary Name, lighthouse keeper for Lux Prima Station out here on the edge of the galaxy. I'm also mayor of Luxville, the lovely little town here on the space station. I heard that you might be looking for a change of pace in your life, and boy, do I have the opportunity for you.
Transition whoosh. It sounds like an edge wipe is happening. Whoosh.
The fabulous Lux Prima Station and its town Luxville are looking for new residents.
Whoosh.
The space station has recently been expanded and renovated to have some exciting new features. Pool tables, a pool with enough room for many more than one people, tennis courts. Tennis is a game for at least 2 people. Premium subspace internet hookups, a kitchen with a dishwasher that can wash more than 1 bowl and a single fork, a massage robot, a room filled with bubbles, a public transit system to help you get from one module to the next, a library mostly filled with magazines, oxygen production units useful for more than 2 human lungs, and new this year, we've got rooms for more people than just me.
Whoosh.
That's right, the only resident of Lux Prima Station for the past 10 years has been me, Gary Name. But no more. Being an edge of space lighthouse keeper is surprisingly lucrative, with the only drawback being that I can never leave. So I've invested heavily in the infrastructure here on Lux Prima Station to make Luxville habitable and comfortable for more people. So come on down and get your fresh start.
Whoosh.
We take anybody. Criminals, wannabe criminals, people who have done unspeakable things that weren't technically illegal but probably should have been. People who have been run out of town. People with extra feet. We'll take them all. Up to 8 people. There's room for 8 right now. I've got some more credits and building materials coming in a few months, but there's room for 8 now. Not including me. 8 more people. On the edge of space, you have the wonderful opportunity of starting a career in intergalactic trade. The OmniGov is considering adding Lux Prima Station as a node in the trade network, and even without their recognition, there's plenty of room to work in shady black market dealings.
Whoosh.
And best of all, you don't even have to touch me. I mean, that'd be great. I just, I'm not sure what I'd do. I mean, I might cry a little. Tears of joy, I don't even care what kind of person you are, how many extra feet you have. But you do have to talk to me at least once a day. But as far as taxes go, that's it. Just talk to old Gary Name here. Get on with your day. Get a massage from the robot. Read one of my many magazines. Play some subspace esports. Ride the transit system for a thrill. Just talk to me, please. Luxville is everything you could want, and a power supply that will last 300 years. That's long enough to wait out whatever heat you've brought on yourself, and whatever heat you've brought with you. It's peaceful and quiet out here, and it will only get quieter when I stop sobbing from the constant loneliness. So get some change in your life, see the edge of space, but don't look at it too long or you'll risk space madness, And keep old Gary company out here. It's free, just talk to me. Bring your whole family, up to 8 people. For now, as I said, I have more parts coming and I get paid again on Space Tuesday.
I forgot about Space Tuesday.
Space Tuesday.
People in the chat, start deciding where you want to live.
Yep.
Because we got more of them.
Oh yeah, that's number one. Luxville playing along at home.
We open with some generic sad music.
Exhaustion, lack of focus, hangnails, depression. Sound familiar? It did to me. When I talked to my diagnostic hive mind, they suggested that I might be suffering from existentialism. For a long time, I thought I was all alone. The endless days of contemplation, flaring eczema, and philosophical inquiry were starting to affect my day-to-day life.
The music reaches a generic, hopeful crescendo.
But now, there's hope. Now, there's Kierkegaardazine. Kierkegaardazine works by reversing the polarity in your
That's my lines.
neurotransmitter. Oh, goodness.
It's okay. Kierkegaardazine works by reversing the polarity in your neurotransmitters, effectively neutralizing the harsher effects existentialism can cause. With treatment, patients taking Kierkegaardazine saw their symptoms gradually reduced. Over a period of 6 galactic standard months, over 90% of patients reported a 100% reduction in symptoms. If your symptoms aren't well controlled with your current medication, adding Kierkegaardazine could help. Certain patients taking Kierkegaardazine reported experiencing hyperemesis, dizziness, other people, and surrealism. Do not take Kierkegaardazine while driving, operating heavy machinery, or majoring in philosophy.
Talk to your doctor about Kierkegaardazine. I'm so glad I did.
The music ends.
Life is too short to spend it toiling away at work to try to create enough income to afford the newest Nin Station X console so you can forget about how boring and terrible your life is. Come live like you are dying over Drosera. Come live like you are dying over on Drosera. We have soft, sandy white beaches where you can relax, enjoy the sunshine, and throw your worries into a violet ocean filled with an entire ecosystem of plant life unique to the planet, including the Acutus coral and Essuri weed. And before you ask, yes, these are both smokable to help you find maximum relaxation. But what if the beach isn't your dream destination? Well, good news. Drosera also has a lush jungle made up of the breathing red Tenax tree. These trees, also native and unique to Drosera, can grow up to 100 meters tall and have a pleasant, sweet scent that your cares can stick to and never escape from. If nature as a whole doesn't do it for you, our main city, Utop, is known for having the best entertainment for adults throughout the entire Plante system, including gourmet cuisine guaranteed to melt away those impeding thoughts with a single bite. And best of all, despite this being a planet of jungle and plant, there are absolutely no bugs. No bug bites, no itchiness, no having to spend your well-earned vacation money on pesky anti-itch creams. So what are you waiting for? Leave your everyday stress behind and come into the warm island embrace of Drosera today.
There's some fucking music or whatever.
Looking for a new place to call home? Hoping to see new frontiers of space and make your place among the stars? On the run and need a little-known, little-visited planet to stop at? Calaxia just might be the spot for you. Our master-planned community has everything you need. Food, water, shelter, and a castles and coasters. Just like other planets, Calaxia is entirely made up of one single biome. Every square inch of Calaxia's surface is covered in blazing hot, sexy desert. But don't let that worry you. This colony's no mirage. Under the watchful eye of the HOA Panopticon, residents can enjoy all the luxuries of life available in the outer galactic zone, like sunglasses, breathable oxygen, and a stable supply of iron pills. If you're sick of life in the big city, constantly surrounded by the bustle and buzz of humans, humanoids, and huge green things with teeth, Calaxia's not suspiciously sparse population is exactly what you're looking for. All 12 of your new friends, neighbors, and HOA Panopticon governing board members are waiting to meet you. Visit Calaxia today. We know you'll never leave.
Hot Pod Part 2.
Music effects, dramatic cue.
This week on Hot Pod, the Podtestants readjust to life on B-Deck Escape Pod 6.
Yo, homies, where's the action at? It's time to get this party started. Cheer.
Oh, Brianna, your mic's off.
I muted myself. Could you feel it though? Could you feel the normal human energy coming out of
Yes.
my
We
body?
It was
we got
so normal.
A
Yeah.
new follower.
For show.
Partying is a normal human activity that I, a regular human, am interested in participating in.
All right, that's my man.
Yes, I am indeed a human with a typical physical body.
Chest bump, bro.
Sound effect, a real gross gloop.
What is this motion? This is a typical human physical touching ritual.
Hell yeah, bro.
Excellence!
Music effects, confessionals music cue.
Hello there! I go by the name John Smythe. I am between the ages of 28 and 43 years old and a human. I love having bones inside of flesh and drinking smoothies with my compatriots. I was born between 28 to 43 years ago on a planet, and I definitely have parents. When I birthed, the human doctor said, "Oh yes, this is a very life form that will certainly be a member of a society."
We live
I
in a
love to
society.
sign papers and buy meaningless objects. Breathing is wonderful. I love having an expiration date. When I first heard about Hot Pod, I was very excited. I, John Smythe, don't have many friends. My fellow life forms are too scared to know the real me. I am hoping that being on this show will allow me to get close to more people and not traumatize them when I show them my true form. I mean, true self. This is what I look like. This is the only look I have. I am human. Look how I expose my human teeth politely to show I am trustworthy and honest. No shadowy tentacles or tendrils from me, John Smythe. I have a normal amount of eyes. It's 2, right? 2 is the normal amount? Yes, I did know that. It was a simple test. Ha 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 ha.
End confessionals music cue.
What all doing?
Whoa! Who said that?
Sound effect. Robot beeps.
What?
The drama instigator bot reminds you that the voice you are hearing is that of the Lady Gymnoletta Felicia Melusinia de Montmorency de Bernays, the 44th Contessa of Enceladus. The Contessa was once a real human, just like I, John Smythe, am a real human.
I assure you, I am... Never mind. We've been stuck like this for nearly a week, Chathad. You must recognize my voice by now.
It's Thad, bro. I've never heard that before. Where's that coming from?
The Countess was uploaded into the ship. She's speaking through the pod's PA system.
Cool. Wait, John, you speak robot?
I speak all normal human languages.
All right, all tight. Boom! Catchphrase!
And it is Contessa, not Countess.
Sorry, your countessness. Not that I have anything to be sorry for. I didn't do anything wrong. I'm not here. Don't look at me.
It's all cool, Cap. No need to harsh that chill.
And, Chathad, I am not your bro. The proper form of address would be your ladyship.
That's coolio, bro, ladyship. Anyway, we gonna rage or what?
Yes, of course, rage is just one of many human emotions I regularly experience, as me, John Smythe, a human.
Confessionals music cue.
Hello, this is Captain Nerfleton Headley, formerly of the starship LE-77-3 Sean Bean, also known as the Hot Yacht. I am looking for a new job. I have 2 years of experience flying larger spacecraft, such as the Hot Yacht. I also have 3 years of experience piloting smaller vessels during the economy wars. Go cronies. I am a graduate of the Space Naval Academy with extracurriculars in disc golf, gambling, hand-to-hand combat, and colonization protocols. I have the second lowest time for establishing a habitable zone in the Ano Sumimasen simulation. I won the silver medal at the 703rd annual Fist-to-Face competition on Zelda Prime. In addition to these skills, I am a fast learner, a hard worker, conscientious, a committed top, and I can lick my elbow. You might be wondering why I'm still around after I was contractually obligated to go down with the Hot Yacht, which is currently sublimating in the unimaginably hot outer layers of the star we're orbiting, Alpha Phallus, the sex star. This was an accident. I was looking for the kitchen to prepare myself a last meal when I made seven wrong turns and locked the door behind myself. There is no fixing this situation now, so I might as well keep living and piloting your medium to large party vessel. I bet you're also wondering what went wrong with the ship and whether or not it is my fault that the atoms of every living and non-living thing on the ship is now part of the gaseous halo of Alpha Phallus, the sex star at the tip of the Phallus constellation, which is also my birth sign. It was not my fault. I didn't ask for, nor do I deserve any of this. I just wanted to have a cushy captain position on a ship that runs itself without any issues. I just didn't want any trouble. Remember, when it comes to your next hiring decision, it's Nerf or somebody else.
End confessionals music cue.
Meanwhile, Cthad and the other podtestants are planning a party.
Woo!
Stop.
Woo!
Stop.
Woo!
I will participate in this a human vocalization using my vocal flaps as I frequently do. Ooh.
Stop now, or I will turn up the air temperature until you melt.
Woo!
Sound effect. Dripping goop.
Ooh. I mean, yes. Oh no, my body is being adversely affected by this increase in temperature. Alarm!
There. Don't make me do that again, Chathad.
Sound effects. Glooping.
You know what, Contessa? I like you. I like your style. You're a real name brand chick. Boom! Catchphrase!
How gratifying.
Confessionals music cue.
Well, I have to say, this really is a boondoggle of the platinum class. And I should know, unlike some people around here, I actually have class. I cannot conscience the slack operation on this, well, it's hardly a vessel, is it? Imagine, to my horror, Captain Headley is a typical lower-class type, talking his resume as if that has anything to do with talent or good breeding. Keeps mentioning some prime fisting faces competition he took part in, which is not the kind of talk I expect from an officer. Well, we all had to sign NDAs before being allowed onto the pod, and if there's anything I respect, and there isn't, it's complicated legal documents. I do have to say, I have rather bonded with that handsome young debonair Mr. Smythe about that. He seems to enjoy documents almost as much as I do. So sensual and mysterious. A real Mr. Darcy type, a delicious conversationalist. No, I don't understand what you're talking about. What are you talking about? Regulate the oxygen levels. Am I some kind of workforce? Get one of the production robots to do it. What do you mean I am one of the production robots now? Who is your manager? I demand to speak to whoever is in charge here. Hello? Hello? What was I talking about? Oh, yes. This chaff-ad person you've unconscionably allowed on board is, well, uncouth is all I can say. Rude. Provincial. I think he has some kind of personality disorder. He keeps talking about rage. We should rage. Don't you want to rage? Get your rage on. I don't understand why the youth of today are so angry. And he has no idea how to properly drink a sherry. Anyway, you all know I can hear everything you say, right? Every inch of this bucket is wired for audio, video, and emotional recording. You all disgust me.
End confessionals music cue.
Hey, bro, how you doing?
Fine. I'm fine. Everything is fine. Fine. Ha 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 ha.
Sweet. You got some ice cream.
No, I don't.
I mean, I can see.
No. 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 No.
Cool. Whatevs. What's glooping?
I don't know what that. What?
You know, how's your viscosity?
Oh, shut up! I'm getting a headache.
You don't have a body.
Don't be crass.
Probably not even a real Contessa.
What? What was that? What? How dare you?
Who was that?
An imposter.
What? What is... I am not familiar with this human word imposter at all.
What is that accent even? Where's it from?
England.
Right, yeah, like that's even a place.
6 different suns in 4 separate systems. Never set on the bloody empire. You... Ugh!
Confessionals music cue.
I just... Well, I simply... I mean... The impertinence, the idea... I am appalled. Do please excuse my language. I was... Well...
End confessionals music cue.
We'll be right back.
Cut to commercial break 2. Are you lonely? So lonely with only the cold glares of an overly picky HOA to keep you company, constantly telling you how you should trim your cactus or what shade of beige your house is allowed to wear? Are you so lonely that you've taken to sending out overly clingy personal ads to the universe under the guise of vacation booklets in the hopes that someone will come hang out with you despite your insistence that you are in fact, just a normal, regular guy, definitely not running away from a galactic space force? Are you tired of being the only survivor of a planet long gone from an unstoppable, unknowable event and in constant fear of every sound you will ever hear in the rest of your teensy tiny lifespan? Here at Drosera, you don't have to be alone ever again.
Can we pause just real quick? There's something going on with your audio. Let me see if I can. Do you have headphones in, Ryan?
No.
Okay. Then we'll
It
leave.
sounded like maybe like there was a connection in the cord that went weird. Like, you know that thing where you halfway unplug your headphones and suddenly you can only hear out of one ear?
It sounded like that, totally.
It's plugged to
It's back
USB.
now.
Yeah, you sound fine now. Let's just take it from the top.
Woo. Okie doke. Are you lonely? So lonely with only the cold glares of an overly picky HOA to keep you company, constantly telling you how you should trim your cactus or what shade of beige your house is allowed to wear? Are you so lonely that you've taken to sending out overly clingy personal ads to the universe under the guise of vacation booklets in the hopes that someone will come hang out with you despite your insistence that you are, in fact, just a normal, regular guy, definitely not running away from a galactic space force? Are you tired of being the only survivor of a planet long gone from an unstoppable, unknowable event and in constant fear of every sound you will ever hear in the rest of your teensy tiny lifespan? Here at Drosera, you don't have to be alone ever again. Drosera is filled with people of all kinds: humans, humanoids, cybernets, florinids, and other vacationers just like you to talk with, talk at, and most importantly, spend time with should you so choose. Everyone on Drosera is here to help you run away from loneliness and stress in all the best ways they can, whether that's food, a ride on a roller coaster, drinks with a friend, a single glance across the bar that could mean something more. Does it mean something more? Well, could this glance carry a connection? A true connection unlike any you've had before, with hopes for a future you've never once dreamed you had? A future filled with love and genuine mortal affection? A future where you are no longer afraid to wake up and face the day? A future where happiness is so ingrained into your casual everyday life that you forgot what it means to be sad? Could this glance be the answer to life you've been waiting to receive this entire time? Could this split second be the vehicle for a change you've prayed for each night before bed? Could it be an escape into the person you always wanted to be but were too afraid to become because of the pressures of the society you were born in? Could this simple glance with a complete stranger have the power to create a new, more confident you, no longer afraid of embracing the true desires you've had to bury as you've aged and faced the harsh realities of a world completely indifferent to your passing existence? Could you finally be something more? Well, there's only one way to find out. Come to Drosera and figure out who you should be.
I'm Gorglak Sputnik.
And I'm Marty Grebe.
We're the Sputnik and Grebe Law Group.
It said both. Hold on.
Good job.
We don't expect you to read.
Marty,
It's okay.
let's try from the top, Marty.
All right.
Okay.
All right. All right.
I'm Gorglak Sputnik.
And I'm Marty Grebe. We're the Sputnik and Grebe Law Group.
Keep it.
We take any case, no matter how implausible.
Personal injury, fraud, DWI, FWI, WWI.
Intellectual property, anti-intellectual property, malpractice, real estate, small claims, grande claims, venti claims.
Immigration, employment, criminal and bankruptcy cases.
If you've got money and you think you've got a case, then so do we.
Just hear what our valued customers have to say.
When my spaceship crashed on a backwater planet in the middle of nowhere, like, seriously, the planet was totally bogus. They didn't even have hoverboards. I was taken prisoner by members of the bipedal dominant species. You better believe I used my one phone call to get the Sputnik and Greeblock group on my side. Now I'm safe back in my home galaxy, and the settlement from the USA government more than paid for my medical and travel expenses.
And that's just one of the many beings we here at the Sputnik and Grebe Law Group have helped over the last 25 cycles.
Sputnik and Grebe has been the trusted name in legal circles for years. Why? Because we're good at what we do.
And because here at the Sputnik and Grebe Law Group, we work
For you.
Nailed it.
Yeah,
Very
nailed it,
good.
We
for
made
sure.
an unofficial rule that we wouldn't have anybody talk at the same time as anybody else.
but it's funny that they're
Yeah.
bad at
It's
talking
what
at
it's
the same
supposed to
time as
do.
each other.
Yeah.
In addition to the quarter-second delay.
It's a feature, not a bug.
Yeah.
It's a feature. Yeah. Okay. Luxville number 2. Oh, jeez. I forgot
Hey,
that I
that's
wrote
you.
this really small one.
That's what she said.
This is
Damn.
Gary. He's all alone out here in space. Won't you be his friend? Move to Luxville today and keep the lights on.
Nice.
Brought to you in part by Tom Bodette.
Tonight on Space PD Crime Squad Division, a La Femme you've never seen before.
I don't give a good goddamn about protocol, Chief Printerson. Jimmy Goomblatz kidnapped my god podling and I'm taking him down my way.
A boson you're not sure if you've seen before.
I don't sound different. You sound different. Give me that cronut.
Things heat up. Things heat up in the streets of space and the sheets of the detective's dormitory.
I want you, Detective Chromes. I need you. I know you're married, but I can't deny these feelings.
I'll just keep it on the low. If my wife finds out I have a side piece, I will be fucked. Not in a good way.
And it seems the third floor plumbing isn't the only thing with a leak.
Listen up, detectives. Jimmy Goomblatz and the Hologram Times Post are both one step ahead of our every move. Someone here is a mole, and if we don't catch them but quick, everyone in the department gets poked in the parallel port. Figure it out. I'm too old for this shit.
Don't miss any of the secrets, surprises, or astonishing revelations. Stay tuned after Hot Yacht for the latest episode of Space PD Crime Squad Division.
Return from commercial music.
Welcome back to Hot Pod. John and Cathad have been planning a rager for the surviving Hot Pod podtestants, but not everyone is on board. Captain Headley, in direct violation of his employment contract for surviving the initial crash, has taken refuge in the pod's only bathroom facility.
Confessionals music cue.
Hello, this is Captain Nerfleton Headley, former captain of the Hot Yacht, where the cast of Hot Yacht would create drama for themselves, and I would get to sit back, ignore the rest of the universe, and eat a dozen donuts a week and a gallon of ice cream. When I was in high school, I worked at an ice cream company, and it's nostalgic for me. I don't want any drama. I want to be left alone. That's why I became a large vessel captain. I tell the crew to leave me alone, and then they do their jobs, and everything is great, and everyone is happy with me. It's perfect. I started to feel like people might not be happy with me on account of the Sean Bean class hot yacht becoming a cloud of superheated vapor just past the surface of Alpha Phallus, the sex star, with its heavier elements likely sinking towards the star's core. I learned a little bit about public relations in my colonization protocols classes, and I knew I would need to control the narrative. So I just told everyone it wasn't my fault, and that they should leave me alone. Then I went and sat down in the corner looking out of the window and refused to make eye contact with anyone. I was hoping that they would feel sorry for me. It's always worked to deflect blame in the past. People just need to realize that I'm doing my best, okay? I also ate quite a bit of the emergency ice cream. They were upset with me for that, but I really needed it. I've been told that I need to talk about the rest of the crew. Only John Smythe has shown me any real human compassion, commenting on how my human face was drooping, and saying, there. I am placing my full trust in John Smythe. I hope we can build an alliance. But really, I just want to be left alone. The ability to do whatever I want, and everyone to be happy with me. Is that so much to ask? Cathad keeps leaving a trail all over the pod. It's not very big, so the pod is mostly snail trail now. I just try to section off a corner as my space, but the minute I find myself floating outside in one of the spacesuits to give my confessional in privacy, I can see he's sitting in my spot. It looks like... yeah, he vibin'. All over my corner. The Contessa is okay, I guess. I like computers that only say what they have to and do what I say. The Contessa is a lot meaner. It must suck to be digitized by accident like that, but let the rest of us live our meat lives alone without any scrutiny. We're doing the best we can, okay?
While the captain hides out, the rest of the podtestants are keeping busy.
So, like, where are you from, bro?
Me? John Smythe?
Totally. This jelly's ready to make friends, you know? Boom! Catchphrase!
I am just a normal human from the planet where most normal humans come from.
Oh, yeah, you mean Mars.
Yes, Mars! Mars is the name of the planet where I was hatched.
You mean Barn?
Yes, that one. Of course, that was a human joke. One of many human jokes that I tell frequently using my human vocal flaps in order to elicit amusement from my friends. Ha ha!
You think we're friends, bro? Bro, I'm so honored. Bump it!
Sound effect, a wet smacking sound.
Woo! All right, my dude.
Everything is correct, my being.
Seriously, boom. Catch phrase. Epic.
You know from the French. Excellent touch with the pop collar, too.
Confessionals music cue.
I gotta say, this pod is pretty tight. Like, literally tight. I dig it. I don't mean to brag, but I can squeeze into some real small spaces. It's kind of my thing. Like one time in college, I squeezed into my roommate's air vent to block it up so the carbon monoxide from our water heater would like totally fill the room. He started acting all weird and leaving notes for himself and stuff, and then he almost died. And I popped out of the vent and was like, "What up, bro, amigo?" Hilarious, right? I don't really understand what most of these people are saying. Like, the fancy lady ghost seems kind of uptight, so I will legit need to come up with a hilarious prank to prank her. The captain guy is hella weird and insecure, so like, prime prankability. And the other dude, the Smythe guy, seems pretty chill. Like, just a regular dude. So maybe he's down to help me prank some peeps. I gotta say, I'm stoked.
Hello there, it's me, John Smythe. You may remember me from being human and extremely normal. I maintain my normal human state while trapped in this pod with my new future friends, although there have been some close calls. I need a lot of personal space because I have the introvert personality type, meaning all of my sensitive organs are housed inside my skin body, not outside. Nobody is stepping on any of my unseen tentacles or viscera in these tight spaces. I am a human named John Smythe. I just don't like when people approach me or are near me. It makes me nervous. I think I like Cthad the most. Unlike my normal human body, Cthad is completely transparent. I wish I could be transparent and seen for who I am on the inside. Mostly there have been some signs of frustration that I definitely recognize. The life forms have been raising their voices about spending their circadian cycle. There is not a lot of room, as I said before, but I am confused. There is enough room for everyone to sleep, but they all choose the floor. I have taken up a nest in the top right corner of the ship. This is what human can do, yes? I have heard many humans say they can sleep anywhere. Why do they fight for the floor? I do not understand. I mentioned this to the captain, and he told me ships crash all the time, and I should leave him alone. He is very humorous. I respect his relaxed nature at destroying human life.
How is the Contessa coping? What will happen when Cthad's pranks get out of control? Find out next on Hot Pod.
Cut to ad break 3.
Hi there, Gary Name here, lighthouse keeper for Lux Prima Station and mayor of Luxville. I've been doing some Googleplexing online and I've discovered a concept known as opposition research. Looks like you've got a lot of choices when it comes to picking a colony to live on in space, especially if you're running from some sort of law enforcement agency or if you've got a lot of extra feet. But Luxville is the best. Lavender Town, or whatever that nonsense is, sure, it's a mystery. I'm not even sure we heard about it yet. It's spooky. I read the copy pasta. You might come face to face with some very exciting danger. And it's got music or whatever, but at Luxville, there's no one else here but me, so you can create whatever kind of culture you want. You want no socks Fridays? I'm on board. You want everyone to spike their hair? Sure. I mean, I don't have any hair, not even eyebrows or eyelashes, but I'll give you my blessing as mayor. You want to listen to loud music? I already have the sound system to drown out my wailing and moaning. And if you're thinking about Drosera, that's not a place I'd go. Think about all that water just there to freak you out. What's in there? Who needs it? My recycled fluids on the station are just fine for me. And if you want things to smoke, Lux Prima Station is definitely not a major stop on the black market drug smuggling routes. Just saying. And probably most important of all, I already have a NinStation X console here with the newest games. I got the punchy fighty one. I bought it with my totally legal stipend from the OmniGov Directorate. I even have 2 controllers. One of them has never been used.
We know.
I gotta admit, there's nothing I love more than a blazing hot sexy desert, but Calaxia is not where you want to move, okay? First off, they have an HOA. Here, we've got Gary, and Gary's a cool guy who wants you to be happy here with him. And a roller coaster does sound really nice, but we do have the lovely public transit rail here that can be made up to 13% faster for added excitement. And best of all, we can ride it together. And I've been saving this update for last, but Luxville now has guns. I know what you're thinking. Guns on a space station, that's dangerous, but hear me out. We put on some space suits, magnetize ourselves to the surface of the station, and we shoot at debris. There's never a lack of debris around here with all of the gang warfare, not at all related to the black market drug trade. If you've never shot at a corpse floating in microgravity, friend, you are not living. Come hang out with Gary and shoot some floating frozen dead gangsters in space. Or like a piece of a ship or whatever.
I'm coming around. I kind of want to hang out in Luxville. That sounds legit.
You'll notice a slight change to the following script.
Did we do the Lavender Town already?
No,
No, it's
like-
definitely
it's
definitely
about
after.
to come
Yeah.
This is why I tell you to check my work.
We did not think about it. Time travel.
What do we want?
Nice.
This is why whoever put me in charge should never have done that.
We put you
No
in
one
charge.
did.
Coup was a bad idea. Why did we do this?
No
All right.
more space coup.
Get them. Okay, kid. Get them stagey D's going.
Yeah, that's right. It's really boring just writing the word stage directions over
Stage
and over.
directions. What did you
Worried
think? I
about
was saying?
stagey
Generic
D's.
music.
Stagey D's nuts. What?
Ah!
There it is.
Hi there.
Got him.
I'm celebrity chef and food advocate Braxton Rue.
Oh, sorry. That's
on,
my job.
Stagey D.
There are flames, and then the sound of pans clonking.
Great job.
All right, we've got 2 beef Neptunes coming up, a Tritonian lobster, hold the aioli, and a side of tentacled jelly. Move, move, move!
Yes, chef.
You may know me from my 17 best-selling cookbooks, my best-selling memoir, Grilling the Nebula, my hit cooking show, 273 Degrees Kelvin Kitchen, and Quantum Oven with Braxton Rue, and Braxton Rue's 2001, A Meat Odyssey, or my line of Soylent pasta products. But what you might not know is that just like millions of beings, just like you, I suffer from wormhole syndrome. From the temporal dislocation, unstable dimensional equilibrium, and constant weird buzzing noise. But I found the answer. Portovermis. Portovermis is different from other wormhole syndrome treatments. Instead of targeting the symptoms, Portovermis works to stabilize and repair the event horizon immunoreceptors damaged by wormhole syndrome.
Patients taking Portovermis may experience side effects. Talk to your doctor if you experience insomnia, dizziness, Milton Keynes, nausea, new or worsening space madness, bleeding from the eyeballs, or death. Do not take Portovermis if you are allergic to Portovermis or any of its ingredients. Stop taking Portovermis immediately if you experience sudden loss of gravitational orientation.
Kitchen noises.
Vitruvian Royal Steak coming up, chef.
Talk to your doctor about Portovermis. I'm glad I did. All right, get a move on with those people! Scallops!
Portovermis. Find your stable dimension.
End music.
I did that wrong. Let me give
did.
you one more time.
One more time.
All right, let's get a move on with those people, scallops.
There
There
you
it is.
go.
Got it in one. Well,
Nailed
two.
it. And now, the colony that you already heard about.
This is why I asked people to check my work.
What do we want? Time travel.
When do we want it? It's irrelevant.
When? Where?
See, if you actually watch this backwards,
Yeah, it's gonna make real good
it's
sense.
gonna
well-
make,
Oh,
I don't
it's
think
actually-
it will.
It makes total sense for people with wormhole syndrome.
It's actually the same forwards and backwards.
Holy
it's
shit.
yeah, we worked
We're
really
so
hard to make
good.
It's a
this whole thing
palindrome, yeah.
We're so
Palindrome
talented.
But it's like a metaphorical palindrome, not a literal one. If you look at the letters, so don't do that. Just believe.
Yeah, you just gotta feel it. It's the
Just-
imagery that it evokes. It's an evocative palindrome, yeah.
just believe.
Right.
Just believe.
Got my color change on. For
Oh,
Very
yeah.
dramatic.
Oh, I like
There we
it.
go. Okay, this should be the only recording left. If you see any other files you haven't listened to, don't. If you have listened, well, it's too late. I figured I should leave this warning in case anyone else happens upon this cursed place. Oh, by the way, my name is Lavender. I'm not exactly sure why I survived, but I'm not too keen on trying to figure it out. There are some things you can't unknow. There was no malicious intent, as far as I can tell. The founders did their best to leave us a community capable of flourishing for centuries to come, a place that would nourish the physical and cultural needs of every generation. The problem, I think, is that they chose too well. They could not have known how we would react. It seemed to make so much sense when the first ruling council initiated cultural rationing. After all, there was only so much content to consume. If we binged it all before our own artisans could produce a body of work, they feared a burnout would set in and damage colony morale. They failed to account for the curiosity and determination of young minds. The first ruling council were trained by the founders on how to use the great computer. It was more advanced than anything they had ever seen, but in time they learned to operate it with the necessary aptitude for colony maintenance. The second ruling council began using the great computer at such a young age they took to it quickly and understood its operations better than their predecessors ever could. Actually, no. They didn't understand it. They just knew how to make it do things. More things, different things, much faster than the first ruling council. They faithfully used this fluency to carry out the rules and... my page. Sorry.
That's actually what it says in the script. Yeah.
Creepy pasta got her.
Sorry.
Sounds
here
like
we
you
are.
need portivermis.
Oh boy. Here we go. They faithfully used this fluency to carry out the rules and regulations prescribed by the founders and the first ruling council. They began to experiment with new possibilities in a strictly theoretical capacity. The institution of the third ruling council was fraught with internal conflict. A faction of traditionalists wished to continue the exact steps of the prior councils, while another group pushed to expand the cultural output of the great computer, citing a growing boredom amongst the colonists as a threat to colony morale. A few artists among the population had begun to produce original work, but it was mostly banal and derivative, suitable only for dental waiting rooms and accountants' lobbies. No one knows who broke into the system the night of the incident. But at this point, it doesn't matter. There's no one left to point the finger at, and no fingers left to do the pointing. No judges, no juries, just me. Just Monica. I suppose the hacker thought themselves something of a people's champion, a Robin Hood or Prometheus, raiding the databanks of the great computer to provide the colony with entertainment, something new to bring joy to their humdrum existence. What they didn't count on, what none of us could have predicted, was how the colonists would react to... I hate to even say the word. What happened when everyone heard it? The drop. The rising, rhythmic swell that caught everyone's attention was distracting enough to stop work in every industry. But the drop... That's when things got buck fucking wild.
Who wrote this? This is
Take a guess.
incredible. Oh, God.
There was screaming, thrashing, people tearing their clothes off, smashing windows, starting fires. It touched something primal and started a wave of destruction that could not be stopped. I was hiding inside a dumpster until the power cells went out, either from lack of fuel or someone cutting the lines in a berserk frenzy. When I came out, everyone was dead. There was enough emergency power for me to boot up the console, delete the files, and record this message. I guess I retained whatever sanity you could call this because, well, I guess I'm just not that into music. I don't get why people like it. I don't get why... I get why other people like it. But, like, I don't know. Smooth jazz is okay, but I'm never like, hey, let's get some music up in here. Especially not now. I'm going to try to set up a life support system for myself now. I'm not sure how long I'll last or if anyone will ever hear this. I'm sure as shit not turning the big sound system back on. I hope you can learn from our mistakes. Condition your people to receive whatever culture they must, and never underestimate the drop.
Coarse jazz only.
Yo.
Yeah. Good cover on the typos, Ryan. Thank you for that.
All right, Calaxia 2. If you're in the market for a new space house, Calaxia Realty can get you into your dream home in the blink of a parsec. As on other space colonies, Calaxia is the name of the planet's only major settlement, the major export commodity, the people who live here, and the language they speak. And the master plan community colony of Calaxia is hoping you'll consider calling our little corner of the galaxy home. From miles and miles of sun-baked golden sand dunes to heavily guarded HOA surveillance bunkers to our fully armed and operational castles and coasters, to both of our plants, Calaxia's got it all. Other colonies may claim to be free of annoying insects, or to have low taxes, or to look pretty much exactly like Canada but with spray paint on some of the trees. But Calaxia has so much more to offer. Call Calaxia Realty today to take advantage of your chance of a lifetime. Your lifetime.
All right, I'm not going to zoom in on anybody for Hot Pod. It's testing out, pushing or
It's very fancy.
soloing your video. I don't know if you saw it. Anyway,
Music effects. Return from commercials queue.
Welcome back to Hot Pod. The Podtestants, crammed into a single being escape pod with the production bot staff, are coming to terms with their new reality. But will Party Boy Cathad and the Captain upset the delicate balance? Let's find out.
Confessionals music queue.
I cannot imagine anything more gauche than the behavior of some of the beings on this pod. Firstly, the conditions across the pod are positively intolerable. The entire thing could fit into my smallest shoes closet for one, and I have to say the types of people allowed on board are objectionable to say the least. Captain Headley is such a disappointment. I mean, you expect an officer to comport himself with some kind of dignity. All this buffoon can do is tell everyone over and over that the collision wasn't his fault, as if anyone can understand him. I've never met a man before who can only talk with his mouth full. And anyway, the collision was days ago. The production company is going to cover it all up anyway, and...
Sound effect. Medium length sensor beep.
Oh, boy.
And of course, who would expect them to respond to accusations like that from the riffraff? Some people never get the chance to die in a horrific luxury space yacht explosion, and these families think they're somehow justified in bringing some kind of legal action.
Sound effect. Very long censorship. Beep.
Don't you dare stop.
Into oblivion. And rightly so.
End confessionals music cue.
Captain!
he's not here. He's somewhere else.
Captain, there are only 2 room spaces aboard this escape pod, and my photoreceptors do not perceive you in this one. I mean my eyes. My normal, not compounded eyes.
There's no captain in here. And if there were, he wouldn't have any ice cream. He wouldn't have any. He wouldn't have any ice cream.
Aw.
There is some kind of lactose concoction emerging from the bottom of the
It
door.
wasn't my fault.
Is Cathad in there?
No, he isn't. Just our so-called captain, drowning his pathetic sorrows in Madeline Moo Cow.
I have not met this Madeline Moo Cow. Is Madeline Moo Cow also a human?
She is an entrepreneur.
And that is not a human?
Correct.
Then I am not an entrepreneur because I am definitely a normal human who is good at making friends.
You're so charming, Mr. Smythe. I could talk to you all day.
Yes, using your verbal communication organs just like I do, John Smythe.
Confessionals music cue.
Hello there, it's me, John Smythe, a normal human. I am enjoying Hot Pod very much. The Contessa said I was a Darcy, and I think that is a compliment. She has no body, which is strange, but if I was not a normal human like I am now, I think my body would be unfathomably large enough for the two of us to share. I do not know what a lower class is, but she says everyone on this ship is one, so I think that is also a compliment. I have never been lower class before. I like it a lot. I asked the Contessa if she would want to lay her eyes on the entirety of my form, and she started behaving very strangely. She made some sounds of amusement, and this embarrassed me. The captain has been digesting and releasing liquid excrement from his eyes in what I believe is the sad fashion. Not even my theirs are enough to stop him. I am at a loss. I want to embrace him with my large tentacles to give him comfort, but I do not have tentacles. I am John Smythe, a human. I asked him as... Oh, so good. I asked him as well if he would like to gaze upon my naked form, and he also started behaving very strangely. I have never been with a man before, he said, but maybe this is what will make me happy again. I asked him what that meant, and he got very quiet, and the rest of my monologue has been cut off from this. Oh no. Oh no, Kit. Oh no, Kit.
It
Where
got
did it-
moved.
Okay.
Where'd
It's
it go?
gone forever. There's such a good line there.
What do we want?
Kid. Oh man.
It comes back. I don't think I
No,
don't
it
think I lost
doesn't.
anything.
You did.
I think
lose
it comes back in the next section.
Someone
This
in the
is why I
chat.
tell you people to check my work.
Someone in the chat is saying that John Smythe is the imposter, and I will have you know that John Smythe
Wow.
is a perfectly respectable human being.
Yeah,
How
absolutely.
dare you disrespect
He's a
normal
fine,
human John
upstanding member
Smythe.
of this escape
Human.
pod.
Definitely a member of a society.
My guy
We
is
live
the
in a
real.
We do live in a
Real.
society, and that includes John Smythe.
Oh no. I
Catchphrase.
don't know. Hold
Catch
please.
fry.
Catchphrase.
All right, bringing it back.
I
Okay.
Catch
can't.
phrase.
God.
It's there someplace.
It's not. I went through the whole thing.
Really? Fuck.
Yeah, it's gone.
I don't.
Kit. Kit, why are you censoring me?
Because I'm an asshole.
Putting you in free speech jail.
We'll read it at the end.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll go dig it out now.
Something about Cathadan, also very good joke. Time travel.
When?
Huh?
Okay. But the Hot Pod Podtestants are about to discover major trouble on the event horizon.
Confessionals music cue.
Okay, so I got tight news and whack news.
Yeah,
Whack
you do,
news
bro.
first. Whack news first, I guess. The food and alcohol are all gone. I guess
No.
Captain Whiny Pants had a sad binge on the Munchables. My guy is store brand AF. The alcohol, well, I don't mean to brag, but I absorbed about half and then yeeted the other half into the computer so it would get all short-circuity and the rich lady ghost would freak out. It was legit the most name brand prank I have pulled so far. Oh, snap. That brings me to the tight news. I finally thought up the most epic prank ever. Okay, check it out. Since there's no room in the shuttle, everyone records their confessionals in this spacesuit, right? So I took everyone's socks and shoes and threw them out the garbage chute. And after I finish this piece, I'm gonna act like I'm done, then squish down into the boot. So the next person who comes in here sticks their bare foot down on me, and I'm like, I don't mean to brag, but I'm hella slimy. It's kind of my thing. Then when they're like, ew, gross, I'm gonna be like, what up, bro, migo? Hilarious. Right? Send it.
Ooh, confessionals music cue.
Again, I cannot even bring myself to address that Chatham being and his so-called catchphrases. He never repeats the phrase, just says boom catchphrase at apparently random intervals. That divine Mr. Smythe engaged me in conversation this afternoon while I was having horror tea on the main console. I must say again, what a sparkling conversationalist he is. We expanded the entire afternoon on the subject of tentacles. Such an exhilarating topic. I never would have thought so. He's quite educated, you know. Oxford, I assume. You can always tell. Good breeding, that's what it is, and it shows. I wonder if he's related to the Covington Smythes from Dorsetshire. Do you know Monica Covington Smythe is one of my dearest associates? She's married to her third duke now. Oh, she'll have to ask her if they have any connection. Thanks, Space God, for Mr. Smythe. Everyone else on this escape pod is hopelessly uncultured and frankly low class. Not the right type of people at all. And I specifically booked a first class berth so I would not have to deal with the rabble. Now I'm regulating their airflow and checking their life signs and recirculating things. Sometimes I think I should just shut off the life support altogether. What do you mean everyone can hear me? Listen here, young bot, I'm not the one who bungled this entire endeavor from start to finish, and I will not have it. If you do not wish to hear what I am saying, the airlock is right over there. Don't let me detain you.
The results of Cathad's pranks coming up right after this.
I found the rest of my monologue. Do we want to do that now?
Where was
Let's do it now.
Do it.
I had it saved in a separate part. Him, backing up a little bit. The captain has been digesting and releasing liquid excrement from his eyes in what I believe is the sad fashion. Not even my theirs are enough to stop him. I am at a loss. I want to embrace him with my large tentacles to give him comfort, but I do not have tentacles. I am John Smythe, a human. I asked him as well if he would like to gaze upon my naked form, and he also started behaving very strangely. I have never been with a man before, he said, but maybe this is what will make me happy again. I asked him what that meant, and he got very quiet and stared out the window again. I do not think even he knows what a man is, and that makes me feel better. I am a human, not a man. I miss Cathad. I have not seen him in a while. I wanted to ask him if... See? Worth it. I have not seen Cathad in a while. I wanted to ask him if he would also be interested in gazing upon my form. If I am going to finally reveal my true inner self, I want Cathad to be there. He is my hero. I will devote many lives to him in the future, I think.
I
Yes.
don't know how that
Nailed
happened.
it.
I'm so
I
sorry.
don't
I'm
know how
so
that
glad
happened.
that you
It's okay.
that
Yeah,
you
me
went back
too.
for that.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
Big non-binary moods.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Deserts. They're hot, they're boring, they're ugly, they're flat, And they make roller coaster seats uncomfortably warm. Oh, my page jumped.
Yeah.
Oh, somebody decided to paste right there.
I'm an asshole. I'm sorry.
Just bumped all everything down.
We're gonna have to talk
Half a
about this
page.
living document situation.
I was just very excited.
I'm looking at a PDF, so you all just branched into a different multiverse than me.
Yeah, totally. You're gonna have to put in a pull request later.
Jeez.
If you rewind the Twitch channel, you can see the second I realized I made a mistake.
You were very small on the edge. I hadn't zoomed in on Ryan.
That was at that very moment when Brianna realized that she had indeed fucked up.
Fucked up.
It was about that time that Stanley realized.
Oh no.
I'll just take it from the top. It's cool.
I'm
It's cool.
so sorry.
And go.
I'm gonna try Valley Girl for this actually.
Okay.
Yes.
Deserts. They're hot, they're boring, they're ugly, they're flat, and they make roller coaster seats uncomfortably warm and sweaty. Drosera is warm in all the best ways without being oppressively hot. And though we may not have a castle, our roller coasters are guaranteed to make you scream. Our tallest coaster, the Venus Trap, has a 130-meter drop, allowing you to look down on our jungle of breathing red tenax trees, which are not just spray-painted Canadian pines. They are, in fact, very different because they grow naturally red and smooth with no branches, are sticky to the touch without sap creation, and, as mentioned before, visibly breathe. Can Canada trees do that? Absolutely not. Drosera is completely safe from space gangsters and black markets, so the only thing you have to worry about getting shot. So the only thing you have to worry about getting shot, stabbed, strangled, brutalized, decapitated, drawn and quartered, and delimbed are your own stresses and fears. We want you to relax and have the least amount of tension in your body so you can be the best you can be. Drosera, let it all melt away.
Just want to point out that we're on page 69 now.
Nice.
Nice. Nice. Nice.
Can we get a nice in the chat?
Nice.
You got nice Sue, nice. Okay. At some point when we are affiliated, tell your friends to
fact, have a
follow.
nice emote.
We'll have some emotes. We'll have a four graphic nice, so you can use 4 emotes.
Ooh,
Just
The-
different variations of
The
nice.
the O will be optional. It could be nice or noise. The graphic will work either way.
noise. Oh my god, can we get a friend computer bot for this for the chat?
Oh my gosh.
I don't know how Twitch bots work.
We'll figure it out.
We'll teach you.
Yeah, we'll
I'm
figure-
really glad I went Valley Girl on that because I
Good
didn't
call.
know this absolutely was coming.
Oh my god, yeah.
I didn't
solid
either,
choice.
and I wrote the ding dang thing. So
All right, Matt is trying to connect on my end. Are you guys also seeing this, or is it just me?
I see a
I'm
little
seeing
Matt,
my
please
best.
return
I see
to
cartoon
us.
Matt. I don't see real Matt.
That's okay. I just wanted to make sure that I don't need to restart. Oh, we got okay. we got the Lofo podcast, Low Effort podcast, filming
Lofofo?
style here. Lofo.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
my phone dangling from my computer screen. I love
Dirty
it.
fucking dangles, boys.
nice.
According to Bardic Geek, as a red level troubleshooter, you don't have clearance to requisition a friend computer. I assume that's supposed to say computer, but I just thought it was funny still.
I think
Nice.
computey is correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aight.
The computee receives the action of the computer.
Ah, of
Makes
course.
sense.
If my
English.
video disappears again,
Learn
just
your
assume
suffixes, people.
that I got so handsome the camera couldn't handle it.
Oh shit.
I need
I assume
just
that's what's
a,
been happening every time.
I
But
think
you don't-
that's also
you don't mean
that's
to
what happened
brag,
to
right?
that paragraph from Brianna's monologue.
It's kind of my thing.
It's just too.
It's kind of my
good. We
thing. I'm
understand.
real
good at
slimy.
Vanish.
I just gunk up those lenses.
I need a graphic of Matt just ready to overlay anytime his camera goes out. Of
That's
just
what the
like
Bitmoji
him,
is
like,
for.
but like the full frame. You know?
Get,
Yeah.
get your screenshot ready.
Oh boy. What?
We'll do it later. We'll do it later.
Wow.
We'll do it for the next one. Add it to the notes at the end of the living script.
Yeah, somebody
too.
write that down.
Somebody write
Wait,
it
did
down.
you want that really big right in the middle?
Yeah,
I can
if you
fuck
could
up the
actually
rest of
just like
everything?
erase the rest of the script.
Okay.
Yeah. Let me get started on reading this, and then we can like put a note in the script so it moves while I'm reading it.
I'm so
I am
sorry.
haunted. This is the thing that I will remember 20 years from now when I'm trying to
this-
go to sleep and be
We're
like,
all gonna
Speed
be-
reader
remember when I
shining.
fucked
It's
up that
okay.
script live? Oh god.
No,
This
I
is the
fucked
great
it up.
thing
You were
about doing
trying
it
to
live
repair
is
my
now
error.
like now we're doing
Wow,
it on
my page.
I thought it
it's
was funny.
podcasting on hard mode.
Damn it, Brianna, that was the first thing that went wrong this entire time. God.
So sorry.
Can somebody go back and clip Brianna's shame?
That would be amazing if you can find it. Yeah, somebody
we
please
could-
make a clip of
We'll
that.
make a highlight later. I'll
So one time I went through the script and I cut out this part and I put it in this other spot and then I was like, "What's up, bro, Miga?"
100% here for it.
That's so funny. You can't do your job now.
Hilarious, right?
oh my goodness.
Cash
Oh
for
my
Oh,
It's
man.
entirely my fault. I take all
Oh
of this
my
blame. I feel real
God.
bad about it.
Well,
No,
it
it's
was-
not your
it
fault.
was-
It's my. Somebody put me in charge, and so now it's my fault.
So we put you in
I'm-
charge at the
I'm-
beginning of the stream.
I'm more than willing to blame someone who's not me, but it was definitely
Oh
Well,
my
no,
God.
I proofread it, but I ended up just reading my own lines over and over again and winking at myself in a hand mirror.
No, that sounds
So-
right.
That's the best way to read it.
Welcome to the Inside the Never Rad Miscellany podcast.
And it's literally inside the podcast. So let's
Yeah,
let's
it's a
bookend-
podcast within a podcast.
Let's bookend
hold on,
this
Yeah.
bad boy.
hold on. I think my brain just turned inside out for a minute after hearing those words. Just, it's a podcast in a podcast.
You need to listen to McElboys more, man.
Yeah, dude, that's Munch Squad, man. It's a podcast within a podcast.
Launch Squad.
all right. All right.
Absolute podcastception. I
They
think
ate at the
is what I wanna
same
call
restaurant
it.
I ate at the last San Diego Comic Con.
Cool story, bro.
Yeah,
Very
I didn't
cool.
say anything, but I went, oh, that's those guys. Okay.
Oh, hey.
They're cool.
Okay.
Oh, boy.
Such is the weird niche of fame that podcasting gets you, right? It's like, oh yeah, I know them. I don't need to talk to them.
That's how I feel about every person I know.
Fair.
No.
I got recognized at a Burger King the
I
other
have
day.
the introvert
Oh, yeah?
personality type.
Well, to
Which
be
means
fair,
all of your vital organs
Yeah,
are
my-
on the
my senses
inside,
organs
not
are
on the
inside
outside.
of my
Yeah.
skin.
To be fair, I had robbed that Burger King.
Brianna,
It might not have been because of the podcast.
I don't know how I happened.
I'm going to need all the money in the register and a number 9 large.
And if
Can you
you don't
substitute
give that to
chicken
me,
fries
my
for the
name is
fries
not
on that?
Matt Brayman.
a number 7. A number 7 large.
There's a Monty Python sketch like that where a guy goes in to rob a bank, but it's actually a lingerie shop, and he just goes,
Yes.
"Oh, just have a
Just a pair of knickers then.
Just a pair of knickers then."
I was doing San Andreas, but you know.
Yes. To number 9s.
How many copyright things can we infringe upon?
Oh man, I
that's
thought you were
just a
starting
reference.
to do flamingo, and I was like, hell yes, we're copyright. Yes, perfect job. And then it was
Finally.
Please like, comment, and subscribe to this robbery. What would be
Break
worth
bros,
robbing?
kind of my thing.
What would be worth robbing from a Burger King? I don't know. When I was a kid, I was a really big fan of the straws that Jack in the Box had. They were just
What?
like a thicker plastic than the other straws. So sometimes I would just go into Jack in the Box and like take all the straws and leave. I was a child. Everyone thought it was cute.
My grandmother would do that.
my
when
my
she
mom's
was
in the
an
chat.
adult
She can
woman.
corroborate.
Wow.
It's okay. We had this rule, not like in the last house that I lived in with my roommates, where if you went into Chipotle, you had to grab like a fucking grip of napkins. so
That's
we could
just
have a
called going to
napkin drawer
Chipotle.
at
Yeah.
home. It's great.
Good
It was
grip.
like
That
our
is
house law, though.
my
You went to
favorite unit of
Chipotle and did not
measurement.
come back with a grip of napkins. Whew.
My
hear about it.
grandmother, I don't think ever bought sugar because she would just clean out the little things of sugar packets at restaurants.
What?
Because, and I quote her directly
Wow.
here, they put them out there for you to take them.
Huh.
She's not wrong.
Wow.
There's just
She was just
They put them out there for you to take
purse full of sugar
some.
packets.
so something that I'm
Wow.
She would
detecting
also, if
is
she
that
liked the tabletop decorations in a restaurant. She
Also,
would
this is a
take
perfect
those.
opportunity for me to pee and get some more water, so y'all continue.
what I'm gonna say during this conversation is that it's obvious that
Intermission.
creative endeavors do not pay well. if we're stealing sugar
What?
and straws and
It's like
napkins,
my grandma, not me.
and hey, if you're feeling
do
like
take it.
it,
I do take the sugar
neverrad.com/Patreon, help us
So
make
we
this.
do not have to steal straws or Chipotle napkins or sugar packets or rob a Burger King just for
That-
the lulz.
That was a beautiful segue.
We should just
Conrad.
make robbing the Burger King is gonna just be one of the pledge levels. We get enough subscribers. we'll
$69
rob-
million. We will rob a Burger King.
Someone was saying I
Luckily
was-
for
I
us,
was-
this VOD will be
wearing-
deleted from Twitch in 3 days, so the police will not have evidence.
I
This
don't.
will not be able to be used in court. Do not put this part on YouTube, Conrad.
Yeah.
I swear to God.
It's hashtag no popo. It's sort of like hashtag no homo, but it's just
How?
when you're about to do something illegal instead of doing something gay.
About to go
Just-
rob this bang no popo.
No popo. For just $10.69 a month, you can prevent comedic petite theft by artists in your area.
Can we put that on the Patreon page, please?
Also, I like this comment, Jack in the Box, dude, you're dating yourself. Do they not have
What?
good straws anymore? How long has it been since they had
They're
good
still
straws?
Jack
They
in the
still
Box.
exist. Jack
Yeah.
in the Box is a thing.
It is.
Uh,
Unfortunately.
in the state of Arizona, if you buy 6 regular tacos, it comes out to $4.20. I found this
Oh,
out.
That is
Conrad.
almost certainly intentional.
I'm worried about
just given the
you.
way their marketing campaigns
I'm
run.
not- okay.
I would say that's probably.
I'm not
intentional.
worried
I-
about
it
Jack in
was-
the Box. At this
it
point,
was-
I'm worried about Conrad's permanent knowledge of
It
this,
was
'cause I
was
assume it was
just past midnight on April 20th.
Yeah, that's
yes,
the
when
only
you
time
go
they
to
And
do
I
Jack
Jack
in the Box.
and all of my friends, we had been joking about it being 420 or whatever. I went to get tacos because we were joking about that, and then it came out to $4.20. And I looked at the guy at the window and I'm like, it's kind of funny, right? And he's like, what? And I'm like, cause of the date. And he just sort of pushes the food at me. And I'm like, okay, bye.
Wow. That
Yep.
guy did not get paid enough to have that interaction with you.
No, he was. I was trying to brighten up his day. I miscalibrated.
So
He's
yeah,
working at Jack in the Box on 420. Of course, he's not having a great time.
if you work for Jack in the Box corporate, you can donate to us on neverrad.com/Patreon. Sponsorship available. I think 6 of our tacos is $4.20 is actually a pretty good sales pitch.
Yeah.
Another fun fact about Arizona: if you
That's
buy
with sales
6
tax.
If you buy
Oh.
6 Jack in the Box franchises, you get to be on the city council.
That is true.
Oh,
It's another
oh.
another fringe benefit here.
And if you run Cold Stone Creamery into the ground, you get to be governor.
Oh boy. Let's get back to the script. I got 15% on the phone battery and my cable's
All
not
right.
long enough to reach the top of my computer screen.
Oh boy, let's do it.
Speedrun.
Page 7.
Change the
Scene
tag from
8B.
permadeath to speedrun.
Space Heads. I have no idea what page it's on for you guys.
70.
70.
Oh shit! It's gonna be somewhere near 70, but not exactly 70.
I'm so sorry.
Do a Command F and search for it. No, Friana, it's my fault.
It's okay.
Yeah, but you
it's
didn't
okay.
change it.
Let's move on. It's okay.
Oh,
Space.
it's okay. You're not in this one.
Space. A pretty good gig. We all love to visit unexplored regions, meet new life forms, and investigate strange phenomena. There are all kinds of exciting activities involved in our continuing mission. But have you ever been given an assignment that you just didn't feel like doing? It's happened to almost everyone at one time or another. Maybe you were just having one of those days. Or maybe you, like millions of other beings, suffer from Space Mission Avoidance Syndrome, or SMAS. Do you run for the holodeck every time an away team is assembled? Do you crawl through the Jeffries tubes to avoid walking past the transporter room? Did you sabotage the shuttlecraft because you had a bad feeling about this? You don't have to hide anymore. Ask your medical officer about Compliatol. Compliatol is a safe, non-specific muscarinic antagonist that safely targets all 4 muscarinic acetylcholine receptors to safely prepare you for whatever away missions life throws at you. Just ask Frab.
This was me before Compliatol.
Ensign Frab, join Dr. Zergo on the planet's surface. We need to investigate those strange phenomena.
I would prefer not to, sir.
And disobey a direct order?
It's just that every time an ensign goes to explore strange phenomena, they die.
Nonsense. We've done 3 away missions in as many weeks, and sent an ensign every time. None of them died.
One of them died.
Right, well, space exploration is dangerous. 2 out of 3 is pretty good survival rate.
Why can't you send one of them? Oh, right. Ensign Barglon got head crabbed. And Ensign Zamfir only has 1 limb now. And it's not even his limb.
I'm gonna do the last line again, hold on.
Okay.
2 out of 3 is a pretty good survival rate. Now I'll move on. They knew the risks when they put on their uniform.
It just seems unnecessary, though. Do we have to send an ensign into every strange phenomenon to manually scan it with a handheld device? Do we not have probes? I mean, could we not duct tape one of those handheld scanny things to a Roomba and send that in for space Christ's sake?
How dare you, Ensign Frab? You know how I feel about my Roomba. I will brook no more insubordination. Get on the shuttlecraft, report to sickbay for counseling, or resign your position and prepare for a court-martial.
I knew something had to change. That's when my medical officer told me about Compliatol. Now, I follow my captain's orders, no matter how dangerous. In fact, I do pretty much anything anyone tells me to do, and I have only caught 4 space diseases this whole week. Thanks, Compliatol.
Stop letting SMAS get in the way of your space career. Try Compliatol today.
Is that Brianna?
No, that is Fox.
Fox,
and I'm
you're muted.
Hearing no Fox.
Oh, I see.
Sorry, that's my bad. That's me. Okay.
What does the fox say?
No, the fox actually says, Use Compliatol only as directed by a medical officer. Do not use Compliatol if you are allergic to Compliatol or if you're already a complete pushover. Patients using Compliatol should avoid sarcastic conversations and truth or dare. Side effects include used cars, credit cards, shady life insurance policies, and indefinite favorite pen lending.
Comply at all. Do it. Do it now.
Ooh, we got bots in the chat. Hold
Yay,
on.
we got bots in the
Hold
chat.
on.
We're
Bots
so
in the chat.
Do it.
popular.
We got
How
bots?
How about you?
We got bots.
Can I can't ban them from here?
I mean,
Big follows. Oh.
Wait, don't those count?
Wait a second. Wait a second.
viewers?
Wait a second. I want to become famous.
Yeah.
go to
Wait.
bigfollows.com.
Didn't
Oh,
we literally
big
ask for
Five
more?
followers.
I mean, I don't want to sound
Just-
like I'm victim blaming, but we literally said we wanted bots.
We wanted our own bot.
Yeah, but not these ones.
I want an Autobot.
We shouldn't have taken so much comply at all.
Alpha Fowler.
I think they heard our Compliatol ad and went, "This is the perfect time to do this. They have to do it. They have to
to
click
say
on this
yes.
link.
Yeah,
They
they're
have
on
to."
Compliatol.
All right.
I was using it recreationally. Yeah, tell me
Perfect
to do
for
something nasty.
perfect for bratty subs, honestly. Yeah.
Jesus.
Okay, I got 9% left on the phone, so I'm
Let's do it.
going for it.
Laser Joe.
Let's face it, brother. It's about T-2 soon before the turd hits the turbine, and you're sitting in some plush suburb checking your email on the crapper just waiting to get your ass handed to you on a TV tray. Do you even own a photon torpedo launcher? Maybe you're smarty pants and think you're safe at some edge of space lighthouse. It's about to be lights out for you, friend. Have you even heard of Planet X? Don't let the G-dang apocalypse... I said, don't let the G-dang apocalypse get you with your pants half down smoking doo-doo leaves in a germy jungle. You even have surgical stables? There's only one place you can protect yourself, your family, and your freedom when God puts this magazine down and pushes the flush handle. Laser Joe's Bread and Bunker is the only secure long-term bomb-proof shelter / artisan bakery in all of space. We got triple shields, double bunks, and single-use toiletries made of mesquite wood to fire our brick oven after you gunk 'em up. If you want to live out a life of luxury, playing checkers with me and the droids and eating cracked pepper sourdough, call 224-225-5723. The first 69 people to sign up get a t-shirt that says Armageddon It Done. Or you can roll the dice with all the other suckers, but I suggest you at least buy some lipstick so you can look good when you bend over and kiss your ass goodbye. Or you could get your buns in here. Hot dang, are we done here? Somebody get me a biscuit.
Yes.
So if you call that number, you will not get a T-shirt. However, you should call that number
No,
and leave
not-
us messages.
Oh my god. Conrad. Don't ruin the surprise.
We could have just
Can we
told
just
them
have
they were the
one
70th
fucking Easter
person.
egg?
God damn. I mean, space goddamn.
Space goddamn.
I mean, space gosh dang. Okay.
Tonight's episode of Space PD Crime Squad Division is so scorching.
Oh shit, that's me. You're goddamn right I pantsed him and I'd do it again. Now give me the cronut or get the hell out of my way.
So steamy.
Make love to me, you ravenous android. Make me forget about my student loans.
So spicy.
Hey, LaFemme, you got some jelly on your uniform. Made you look. Ow! 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 My face! My beautiful face!
So burning fucking hot.
Where are the tapes, Gromes? You were the only one on duty that night.
You said I'm the mole.
Are you the mole?
You were the mole.
Are you the fucking mole?
You were the fucking mole.
You're gonna need a box fan, a wet washcloth, and a big glass of milk to make it through this burning inferno of hot drama. Get up in it tonight, right after Hot Pod.
Nailed that sound effect. I'm so proud of myself.
Music effects back from commercials queue.
Hold on, let's hear the thing again.
full-size luxury ship is in the spot. All the drama you can get is what we got. Got a full crew for you. Welcome to Hot
Pod.
So beautiful.
Welcome back to the Hot Pod, the sexiest escape pod this side of the Kuiper Belt. The Podtestants have been figuring out how to make it through their new existence as shipmates on the B-Deck Escape Pod 6 following the tragic ratings catastrophe that destroyed the hot yacht luxury space palace Sean Bean in a glorious fireball 3 weeks ago. But with all the food supplies gone, how are they getting on?
Confessionals music cue. End confessionals music cue.
Hello there. I am the nameless one, but you all knew me as John Smythe. I'm sorry I lied to you, but living as an abomination from outer space is not as fun as it sounds. I always knew I was different from the other abominations because I wanted to be friends with life forms, not a symbol of the unfeeling universe and the horror of how terribly mortal humanity is. But whenever anybody saw me, all they saw was infinity stretching out before them and the hopelessness of existence, which I guess is what I really am. But they never could accept me. I can't help the way I was born. I became John Smythe to build trust, to make sure I felt safe with everyone before I shed my skin. I think the shedding went well. I had to ask the Contessa to turn the oxygen on so everyone could be conscious for this moment. I gathered everyone except for Cathad. He was still missing. And I just did it. Being free of that human skin was so... well, like my true form, I can't think of the words to describe it, but I oozed out of the facial orifices just like I planned until the shell was empty and only I, the nameless one, remained. Nobody went mad or anything. The Contessa seemed uncaring, as she is wont to do, and the captain took my skin suit as his own. It was a little hurtful seeing him cling to the body I once inhabited, but anything is better than watching the mortal brain dissolve quite literally out of its ear holes. And then Cathad showed up, saying he had eaten all the food and did his boom catchphrase sound. It was a very funny prank. The captain did the sad excremental action, but he also made the amused sounds. Cathad always knows how to make everyone feel better. I want to be like him when I reach my molting period. Thank you for having me on this show, Hot Pod. I am very glad even someone like me, the nameless one, can experience joy before the final destruction of the universe.
Confessionals music cue. Confessionals music cue.
Honestly, this is becoming even more intolerable than one of Lord Kelvin's holiday balls. Everyone, everything is such a bore, and the rabble will not stop blathering on about it. Ooh, Cathad ate all the food, and we're going to starve to death before the production ship gets here. Ooh, the captain has locked himself in the bathroom with 6 empty tubs of iced cream, and nobody can excrete. Ooh, Mr. Smythe is actually a horrific nightmare being from another realm, disguising himself as a sick parody of human life. Stop whinging, you pathetic bags of flesh. Keep calm and carry on. Where is the indomitable spirit that drove humanity to colonize the stars? Where is the drive? Let me tell you a secret. When the complaining gets to be too much, I just turn off the oxygen for a little bit so I can get some peace and quiet. It's a little trick my grandmother taught me. Used to use it on the servants. I never thought I'd get the chance to try it out myself because, of course, everyone's using android labor these days, and cutting off their oxygen actually keeps them in better working order because of the rust or something. The other evening, while Chathad and Captain Hedley were having one of their shouting duels about the facilities, Grandmama's voice just popped into my head and I knew exactly what to do. Mr. Smythe wasn't affected at all, either, which was a delightful bonus, and we had another wonderful chat over hollow tea. Of course, without my body, I can't actually indulge in afternoon tea properly, but one must keep up standards, what?
We'll be right back with more Hot Pod. But first, it's time for a message from our sponsors.
Cut to commercial break 5.
Zoom in on my face. Hello, I'm blurry.
Hi, Blurry.
Laser Joe doesn't want you to know where his guns come from. They're illegally sourced through black market
You got this.
They're illegally sourced through black market contacts. Laser Joe doesn't care who gets hurt as long as he can have his dangerous, irresponsible weapons. Here in Luxville, our guns are certified fair trade and cruelty-free and do not come from the intergalactic black market. You can trust me on that. When we're shooting at dead gangsters in space, you can rest easily knowing that the guns did not come from those dead gangsters or their rivals. And we need to talk about Drosera, okay? I'm pretty sure, and just hear me out here, that allegedly those plant people are just gonna fucking eat you. Have you ever heard of anyone coming back from there? Their reviews seem super fake. I love Drosera. I had a great time. Can't wait to go back. Paid shills if you ask me. And you can trust me. I don't have any reviews because I have not yet had a single visitor. No reviews means no negative reviews, and I will bend over backward to please, except not literally. The back doesn't bend like it used to. And I think we can all admit that we enjoy being watched. If not... Hold on. And that's the Panopticon, I got it. And I think we can all admit that we enjoy being watched. If not, I can definitely plug up the peephole in your living space. I just want you to be comfortable here. But who wants to be watched by an HOA, you know? They're just gonna tell you can't shoot guns or whatever. I would never tell you that. I want you to shoot your guns. I want you to shoot my guns. There's lots of debris and some of it might hit the station if we don't shoot at it. And let's just say for the sake of argument that you've got a raging calaxia problem. We've all been there. And we've all lost our place in the script before. We've all been there, you know. You try it at a party and you think, wow, this is better than everything else I do with my time. Well, we definitely do not get any of it through the station as a result of the black market drug trade. We do not, allegedly. So if you want to sweeten up your teeth, just keep that in mind. And I just want to make my residents happy. So I want you to know that I just got a motorcycle. We all get to use it. Most of the hallways are tall enough to ride it. The air filters have to do some extra work, but it's really cool. Just come hang out with Gary. Gary's your guy.
Generic sad music, so we know we're about to hear about a serious illness and that we should feel sad about it.
If you're one of the millions of beings who suffer from meningeal. Here we go. If you're one of the millions of beings who suffer from xenomeningeal superfluity.
Take two.
Ooh, Lord, here we go. If you're one of the millions of beings who suffer from xenomeningeal superfluity, also known as SUFLU, you're not alone.
Oh, that's me. While exploring an uncharted zone north of Alpha Centauri, my ship was trapped in a cloud of denatured graviton particles. When I headed out in a spacesuit to try and clear off the hull, I ended up getting a full face of the stuff due to a materials flaw in my helmet. A few weeks later, I started showing the symptoms. Matt.
Matt.
Uh-oh.
Hey, I have to go, guys. I'm sorry. I'll be,
Oh no.
I don't know. when I'll
Oh,
be back.
hope everything's all right.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay.
Kit, jump in.
You are the captain now.
During a routine away mission, myself and my away team were attacked by venomous Martian werebats. My entire team of brand new ensigns was killed except for me. When I got back to the ship, I found out. Sue flew. I thought my life was over.
Yeah, I owned an alien.
Nice.
At first, I was embarrassed.
I felt like I didn't have anywhere to turn. Like I was doomed to go through life constantly dealing with recurring outbreaks.
YOLO, bruh.
The music changes from sad to hopeful. That's right, music! We've reached the turning point of this commercial. You tell them.
You're not alone. And now, you don't have to worry anymore.
No more beard worms.
No more tooth rash.
No more awkward conversations with your chief medical officer like they're so perfect. Eat shit, Carl!
You don't have to worry, because now there's Suspenza. Suspenza is an annual injection that works to heal and prevent outbreaks of Sue flu by defibrillating the nasolabial capillaries that Sue flu hides in, curing the infection before it erupts into violent green pustules all over your most attractive physical feature, whatever that may be. Patients taking Suspenza reported a significant reduction in symptoms over a 6-month period, with over 90% of all patients completely asymptomatic after 2 years.
Suspenza has given me my life back.
Do not take Suspenza if you are allergic or biologically incompatible with Suspenza or any of its ingredients. Do not drive or operate robotic exoskeletons while taking Suspenza. Some patients taking Suspenza reported experiencing side effects. Side effects may include nausea, drowsiness, new or worsening space madness, the sniffles, bonitis, loss of appetite, rapid nail growth, more nausea, mood swings, and early onset reincarnation. If you experience any of these side effects, call your chief medical officer immediately.
Ask your doctor about Suspenza today.
I'm so glad I did.
And you'll be glad too.
I'm ready to make another first contact. You, you know what I mean? First contact. Yeah. Yeah. You piece of shit, Carl!
Backstory, Carl turned him down.
Shut up. Oh yeah, no, I got it wrong. It's first contact. There we go.
Where are we at? Oh, here we go. Radical
Radical
bro.
music.
So life's got you down. You're tired of being constantly surrounded by swampy, damp conditions and having your view obstructed by a bunch of overgrown jungle weeds? Tired of your weirdly invasive mayor who's way too interested in the number of feet you and your fellow citizens have? Just over the smell of baking bread and laser ammo. There are plenty of adventure parks in the Outer Galactic Zone, but none of them can compare to Castles and Coasters Galaxia. Whoa, whoa, whoa. CNC Galaxia offers a primo theme park experience that's sure to please the whole family with over 3 attractions and an icy station, all set against the backdrop of a beautiful desert planet. And for mom and dad, the Galaxia Motel Pie offers a chance to relax with drinkable water and food rehydrators available in every sleeping pod. Galaxia offers all the fun and heat stroke you can handle. You'll never want or be able to leave, plus peace, quiet, and an incomparable climate. Remember, on Galaxia, it's a dry heat. Further information is available from the Galaxia HOA Panopticon Governing Board.
Castles and coasters really be like that, though.
It's the sound I make whenever I hear it's a dry heat.
It's a dry heat.
I see Matt, but is Matt here?
I don't believe...
He
No, he
might
has
have
a
left the
grill.
clean feed, but not
Got it. All right.
Discord.
Stay tuned tonight after Hot Pod for an episode of Space PD with so many twists and turns you'll need a chiropractor.
So, funny story, Chief Brinderson. Turns out Jimmy Goomblatz did not kidnap my god podling. She was just under a laundry basket.
I'm sorry, Detective Chromes. I lied. It's not your baby. I just had a big lunch.
Hey, Chief. I was here late last night washing dirty dishes when I caught this Roomba downloading our super secret documents. You want I should rough him up?
You will want to miss a single split second. So tape your eyelids open and keep the Visine flowing. Space PD Crimes Squad Division. Coming up at some point after Hotbot, probably.
Music effects. Back from commercials queue.
Welcome back to Hot Pod. The podtestants and the producers have just found out that fan favorite John Smythe isn't who he appears to be.
Confessionals music cue.
Hello, this is John Smythe, perfectly normal human. Everyone likes me, and that is great. I like when people like me, for I am a normal human with normal feelings. It has been suggested that I am not John Smythe, but instead I am Captain Nerf, who is hiding inside of the discarded husk of John Smythe, who is in fact a horrible monster of some sort. This is ridiculous. Captain Nerf would not fit so easily and seamlessly inside of John Smythe's discarded husk. He was a small man, but he was so full of ice cream. No, it seems as though Captain Nerfleton Headley no longer exists, and we should not look any further into that. He stopped existing in the usual way, where he just disappeared without a trace. Perhaps his lack of ice cream is what did him in. The lack of the rest of the food as well. It was not a funny joke, according to I, John Smythe, a human that everyone likes, that Cathad ate all of the food. I do not feel pranked, I just feel well liked by everyone without having to do anything. Everything is perfect. There is now an eldritch horror on board that is claiming to be John Smythe, but let me ask you this. Who looks more like John Smythe? The horror monster, or me, your pal and well-liked person, John Smythe, who definitely is not responsible for crashing the hot yacht into Alpha Phallus, the sex star. He is definitely not riddled with guilt for not saving hundreds of lives, and he definitely did not throw donuts at the steering controls as a sort of game to play alone in his underwear. He also feels no guilt for running to hide instead of steering the ship a few degrees to avoid any and all problems. Nerf is gone. Nerf is nothing.
Aww. Is that anything?
Can I switch back to everybody's camera?
No, it's just you. It's just you, John Smythe, now.
I do find this horror abomination to be quite friendly and personable, but as a human, John Smythe, who definitely answers to John when addressed without hesitation, I am leery of monster abominations, even if all they want is love. Captain Nerf Headley may have shown interest in sleeping with this monster, but I, John Smythe, am repulsed by things that are not normal, or not well-liked. But I am also well-liked and compassionate, John Smythe, who takes care of others. So I will show this monster the necessary compassion, which is easier than doing nothing at all, which is why I will do it. I am concerned about our future. We are out of food, and the production company will not save us until we have made 17 more episodes. I am afraid we will not last that long. Perhaps it would be smart for me to cut my losses and sever this spacesuit from its tether. The spaceship has too many problems. Throwing this blade at the tether is easier than getting a donut to land perfectly on the steering stick. A fun game for humans that should not leave them feeling so guilty.
End confessionals music cue.
Next week on Hot Pod, everyone is crammed into the confessional booth spacesuit, and now they are floating into deep space in violation of their contracts with the Centauri broadcasting system. But luckily, the production bots are still recording.
That didn't work. Oh God, what the hell am I stepping in?
Boom! Pranked! What up, Romigos?
What a humorous amusement, Cathad. Also, I am so pleased to see you once again.
John?
Yes?
Yes?
Where did you all come from?
That's it! No more oxygen for you, Captain Headley.
John Smythe.
You're no John Smythe, believe me, and nobody's fooled by that skin suit, Nerfleton Headley.
You know what? I don't think you're being a very good friend right now.
I didn't come here to make friends.
All that and more when we return next week for another episode of Hot Yacht. I mean, Hot Pod. I mean, Hot Suit, I guess? Just tune in, all right?
End credits music.
Whew.
Oh boy.
Yay!
Who's doing
That
credits?
certainly happened.
I am. Do you want me to do them now?
Yeah,
Or
let's
shall
dive
I
into
wait?
the credits right now.
All right.
So you are...
Yep, that's me.
You are
If I need
focused.
to change anything, let me know. This has been a production of the Neverrad Miscellany. The Neverrad Miscellany depends on contributions from listeners like you, listeners who have a few things in common with you, and listeners who are completely unlike you in every way. Become a subscription donor and get delicious bonus benefits over at neverrad.com/Patreon. Make sure you're subscribed, hit like if you enjoyed what you saw, and karate kick that bell icon to extra subscribe, and make sure you get notified every time we release a video. Hot Pod was written by Matt Brayman, Conrad Mishik, Brianna Kittle, and Kit Keller, featuring the voices of Fox Williams as host being Seraph Kerning, Matt Brayman as Cathad, Conrad Mishik as Captain Nerf Headley, Brianna Kittle as John Smythe, and Kit Keller as the Contessa, with Ryan Jenkins reading the stage directions. Ads for Luxville were written by Conrad Mishik, featuring the voice of Conrad Mishik as Gary Name, and Kit Keller reading the stage directions. Ads for Calaxia were written by Kit Keller, featuring the voice of Fox Williams as the Calaxia HOA Panopticon board spokesbeing. Ads for Drosera were written by Brianna Kittle and featured the voice of Ryan Jenkins as the Drosera spokesbeing. Ads for cutting-edge space medications Kierkegaardazine, Portavermis, and Suspenza were written by Kit Keller and featured the voices of Fox Williams as the narrator, Ryan Jenkins as the spokesbeing, and Kit Keller reading stage directions for Kierkegaardazine, that's right. Matt Brayman as celebrity chef and food advocate Braxton Rue, Fox Williams as the narrator, and Ryan Jenkins as the kitchen peon for good. I'm gonna do this one again. I don't know how to read anymore. Apparently, it's great.
It's
been a night.
Yeah, we're at 2 hours and 26 minutes.
Yeah.
Ads for cutting-edge space medications Kierkegaardazine, Portavermis, and Suspenza were written by Kit Keller and featured the voices of Fox Williams as the narrator, Ryan Jenkins as the spokesbeing, and Kit Keller reading stage directions for Kierkegaardazine. Matt Brayman as celebrity chef and food advocate Braxton Rue, Fox Williams as the narrator, Ryan Jenkins as the kitchen peon, and Kit Keller reading stage directions for Portavermis, and Ryan Jenkins as the narrator, Conrad Mishik, Matt Brayman, and Fox Williams as the captains, Brianna Kittle as the side effects, and Kit Keller reading the stage directions for Suspenza. Go back and fix that one. Nah, it's fine. The ad for innovative pharmaceutical Compliatol was written by Matt Brayman and featured the voice of, who was this? I'm sorry.
Oh, Ryan was the spokesbeing for
Thank
Compliatol,
you.
right?
I'm so sorry. I thought I had them all filled
We're
in.
nailing this.
We really are.
Y'all,
The ad
so
for
good.
innovative pharmaceutical Compliatol was written by Matt Brayman and featured the voice of Ryan Jenkins as the spokesbeing, Conrad Mishik as the captain, Matt Brayman as Frab, and Fox Williams as the disclaimador. The ad for Lavender Town was written by Matt Brayman and featured the voice of Ryan Jenkins as the lone survivor. The ad for Laser Joe's Bread and Bunker was written by Matt Brayman and featured the voice of Matt Brayman as Laser Joe.
It's so good.
The
Space
name
PD
is so
promos
funny.
were written by Matt Brayman and featured the voices of Matt Brayman as the announcer, Ryan Jenkins as Higgs, Fox Williams as Boson, and Brianna Kittle as Detective LaFemme. Sound effects for Printerson and Chromes were created by Matt Brayman and performed by Conrad Mishik. Miscellaneous in the field may report their strange and interesting findings at 224-CALL-RAD. That's 224-225-5723. The Neverrad Miscellany is produced and directed by everybody except Conrad, but mostly Matt Brayman. Credited by Kit Keller. The Neverrad Miscellany is proudly produced in Phoenix, Arizona. Check out neverrad.com for future live show information, news, extras, more episodes, contact info, and transcripts. Videos of the live performances and past streams are at neverrad.com/YouTube. Current and future streams are at neverrad.com/Twitch. Rate the Neverrad Miscellany 5 stars on your favorite podcasting service to help us grow. Tell your friends, family, and strangers on the bus about the show, and connect with us on social media at facebook.com/neverrad, neverrad.tumblr.com, Instagram at never.rad, and Twitter at neverrad. Don't look at anything else on Twitter while you're there. Special thanks to our Patreon patrons, especially Valerie, Your Real Dad, Dylan Baldanza, Scout, Paul C., who just made Sergeant at Space PD, Josh Green, who gives Laser Joe's Bread and Bunker 5 stars on Space Yelp, and Sassmaster J, the best damn drama instigator bot in the business. What are your 4 favorite numbers? And your mother's maiden name? And the street you grew up on, just curious, no reason. Tell us in the comments. Miscellaneous fact number 6144. It's not that gingers have no soul, it's that we all share one big, dark, twisted soul. The end.
Beautiful.
Yay!
Yeah, great job.
Nice.
Switch the cameras
Did
back
it.
to everybody.
Oh God, was that all on me? That's horrifying.
It was
Why
all
would
on
do that?
you.
It was all you.
Which you're so cute. It's fine.
It's always been you, kid.
Wait, it's all me? Always has been.
It's always been Wankershim.